Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Killstream. I am your host, Ethan Ralph, the owner and the editor-in-chief of theralphreport.com. Hope you guys are having a lovely Tuesday. I actually set my stream deck back up so I can just press a button and it plays the song. I've had this for, I don't know, like a year and a half or so, and then it got unplugged and I didn't feel like setting it back up, but I set it back up today. So, all right. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the show. Kyler Bonezone, Killstream.live as well. Kyler Bonezone says, hope all is well with you and your family, Ralph. Yeah, things are going pretty good. Trying to outrun Corona, but things are going okay. Lord Zeno WT Law says, ahem. Then he says, let's fucking go! Tuesday, here on her day, she says, hashtag Team Halsey. Almost said Talsey for some reason. Team Halsey. Nicholas DiOrio, who has an excellent video out on Chris Hansen and some others. Check that out. He says, been waiting all week for this one. Let's go. Lord Zenu WT Law says, shalom to all my fellow Goyams. Pensive Cowboy says, that's right. Cry, Halsey, cry. Hollabunga was a lie. Pensive Cowboy says, I wish Rambot was here. Mike Hancho says, can you call my friend Nomar an island Mexican? Omar, you island Mexican. There we go. I'm not sure what that means, but whatever. Okay. Now, we're here. Also, we're up on Entropy. What is it? Entropy.live/theralphreport. Also, streamelements.com/colorfulralph/tip. And, of course, dlive.tv/theralphreport being restreamed on youtube.com. We love it. We love it. We're here. Just JD says, I missed the Ice song. You know, it has been a while since we played the Ice song. I'll look into that. Now, let me unmute myself over here, but I can't hear you guys just yet, so I'll have to turn up the audio over here. All right, now I'm here. Let me see who all's in here. So it's me, Captain Tazaryach, his partner, who I'll let him introduce as well, Halsey English. I think Bibble is being piped in through the Discord. Can you hear me, Bibble? Okay, well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you know you have the Hangout link, too.
Do I have the Hangout link? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the same one from last time?
No, I sent it to you.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, there you go. You can use this, too.
I
snuck it in, exactly, so... Okay, there goes Bibble. Now he's over in Hangout with us. Okay, Captain Tazaryach, you were on the show like a month ago, a month and a half ago, something like that. Yeah, about a month ago. So for those who missed that episode, why don't you introduce yourself, tell them what you're all about, and then we'll let Halsey.
Thank you. I'm Captain Tazaryach of ISUBK under Commander General Yohana. What we do is we teach the truth about the Bible and who it identifies as the chosen people of God, being the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the North, Central, and South America, as well as those scattered off in Europe and Africa and Asia and XYZ like that. So we provide a blueprint to fight against, if you want to call it white supremacy or American oppression, of what we've been through as far as our identity being stripped from us. We try to give it back to our people. We destroy the lies of like the Christian church, of the so-called Jewish man, Islam, anything that's an enemy to God pretty much is an enemy to us. So I think that's what we do for the most part.
Now, you mentioned...
Right next to me,
I was going to say, let your partner do some stuff.
Yeah, so Katazai, you want to talk yourself?
What's going on, y'all? This is Captain Katazai, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana, and I think Captain Zai pretty much summed everything up.
Yeah, so he's like my right-hand man when we do the radio show we have, I told you about, called Cross the Line Radio. So we're like the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin.
I'm Nightwing.
So that's what we do.
All right, very good. Go ahead, Halsey. You've called into the show. I don't think you've been a featured guest in the Killstream before, but I've talked to you many times. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the Killstream audience. Halsey. All right, let's see. Okay, did he die? All right, I see him in there. All right, let me. Oh man, we gotta love the tech issues. Okay.
I love this bit.
Yeah,
that should work.
Okay, there he goes. I can hear him.
It never gets old.
Yeah, I can hear him. Halsey, are you there?
Yeah, that's right. I'm here.
All right, now introduce yourself.
He's gonna clown.
Halsey English of the Halsey News Network. I am definitely a true Jew. I'm not sure what Captain in general think that they are, but we could really have a discussion about this. I'm interested to hear about how sub-Saharan Africans are really the true Jews. And I'm interested in having a discussion and figuring out how the general and the captain are going to school me on what a real Jew is.
All right. Now, I guess we can open up with the captain then. This is one of the so-called Jews right here. Now, what is your heritage, Halsey? Why don't you tell us?
My mother is Jewish. My father is Irish. He was raised Irish Catholic. He's more of an atheist, but yeah, that's about it. My father's family's been in America since before it was America. My mother's family came over here in the 30s.
All right, go ahead, Captain. Were you saying something?
Well, what I was going to say, is well, first he mentioned one of us being a general. Neither one of us are generals. We're both
true.
captains. Just to
My bad.
No problem. But you said your mother was a Jew and your father is Irish, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so from a biblical narrative, you wouldn't be a Jew at all.
Right. Because the biblical narrative has a patrilineal descent?
Correct.
Start off with bullshit?
Absolutely, it's patrilineal. It's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's not Sarah, Rebecca, and Leah. It's not
Rachel, Bilal.
Rachel, Bilal. Jacob had 4 wives that mothered the 12 tribes of Israel. If you know anything, even if you go to Numbers 18, everything is according to the seed of your father.
I mean, the 12.
No, the only thing that passes it down from the seed of your father is which tribe you're in. The seed of your mother is what determines whether you're actually a Jew or not. So if your father is a Jew and your mother is not a Jew, you are a nothing.
Where does it say that in the Bible? If
it
your
says,
mother,
it says that clearly in the Bible. It says it also clearly in the Talmud. It says clearly
before we get to the Talmud, but can you just show us and when I'm saying Bible, because I know you're a so-called Jew. Well,
so-called Jew?
You're not a so-called. Yeah, you're not a so-called. You're not even a so-called nothing because you're Irish. But
awesome. Usually I come into these kind of conversations and I have to worry about the entire place giving me shit for being a Jew. But now you're going to give me shit for not being a Jew. This is even better.
No, I'm not going to give you shit at all. I'm just correcting you. I don't know if I'm giving you shit. So, from the biblical narrative, and I know the reason why I was bringing up the whole so-called Jew, because I know a lot of y'all predominantly follow the Torah and Tanakh. You don't really deal with the New Testament. We say Bible as a default. So when I'm saying Bible, I am referencing also Torah and Tanakh. So based on the Torah, you would have to be the seed of your father.
Nope, seed of your mother, buddy.
Well, all 12 tribes of Israel are men. Judah, Benjamin,
are identified by their father. That's a tribal bond. That's not a matrilineal descent as to whether your blood is Jewish.
Say that one more time.
The matrilineal descent is what determines whether your blood is Jewish. Your tribal affiliation is determined by.
I'll tell you what. Can you show me that? Before you show me that, we can't agree that all 12 tribes of Israel are from men. We can't agree with that, right?
That your tribal affiliation is through male? Yeah.
No, just to be super specific, the tribe of Judah comes from a man named Judah. The tribe of Reuben from a man named Reuben. The tribe of Gad, XYZ, Issachar, those are all men.
I just said 3 times your tribal affiliation is through your father.
Okay, so can you show me how you can be an Israelite through a woman?
Because your declination of Jew is passed from matrilineal descent. It's the only true way you can determine your blood, brother.
No, but can you show me that in the Torah or the Tanakh that that's the case?
In the Torah or the Tanakh? No, I can't at the moment. I could probably look it up, but
yeah, I would need you because a lot of times when we have these dialogues and stuff like that, we want to speak from emotions. And so I'm used to hearing that.
No, we're not speaking from emotion. We're talking about thousands of years of Jewish law.
Well, then you should be able to show. I mean, the Bible predates whatever Jewish law you're referring to, and that's the foundation.
The Bible is where Jewish law is founded.
Okay, so if it's founded from there, then you should be able to quote that. Like I'm able to say, it's very easy for me to say, go to Genesis, the 30th chapter, or Genesis, the 49th chapter, where it speaks of the children of Israel being born, and then those men having sons, and then that becoming who the 12 tribes of Israel are today. You're saying it comes from the mother. So that
determines what a Jew is, a Hebrew, yeah.
You would have to show that.
Why? Do you know who Moses' father was?
No, I don't believe it records who his father was.
But yet his mother was the one who determined that he was a Jew and put him in the river, which went into Egypt.
Moses was not a Jew, though.
It didn't identify his father. That's really weird. But it's in the Torah that he had a mother and that he was Jewish, but it didn't mention his father at all.
But
It's really strange.
I understand. But Moses wasn't a Jew either, though.
Moses wasn't a Jew.
No, Moses was a Levite. There's a difference, which is once again, Moses was a Levite, and
I thought this was going to be serious.
No.
Come on, man. Let's go
even
with this.
further, let's
So
think
you're
about-
saying that the Bible, which was given to Moses on
Think about what you
the
said.
top of Mount Sinai, was given to a non-Jew to tell all the Jews that they're Jews.
Well,
I mean,
you-
come on, man. Let's at least be a little realistic here. I watched your last stream and I saw some of the silly shit that you said about
Right.
Egypt is is a Greek word. When the Bible says nothing about Egypt, it says the word
Well, you changing
Mitzrayim,
the subject now.
and it says Mitzrayim is the land of Pharaoh. So,
Right.
I mean,
But you
it's
changing the
really
subject.
silly for you to sit there and try to use some kind of English translation
Right.
that you think benefits yourself
I
and
understand.
use it as a way to try to prove something when, I mean, Moses wasn't a Jew. I guess,
Okay.
was Abraham a Jew?
Okay, now I'm gonna respond to two things.
I'm asking you, is Abraham a Jew?
No, Abraham would not be a Jew.
Okay.
You know, to be a Jew, and this is what I want to clarify, and this is why a lot of y'all are able to seduce the world.
Seduce the world.
Seduce
Okay.
the entire planet Earth. When you say Jew is synonymous with a few things. Jew is either a descendant of Judah.
Yep.
Jew can encompass the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. In some contexts, it can encompass the whole nation of Israel, depending on the context. But let's
The
not.
context is that the 10 tribes that were
I mean,
exiled
I
were
just wanna
broken from the chain, and no one knows where they are.
Well,
They've proven genetically that there's some in Asia, that there's some in
Right.
North Africa, that there's some in Yemen.
Well, you're
They've proven
changing
the
the
ones in
subject. I just
Europe,
wanna stick to
but
right. you changing-
but if you're saying that the Jews of now that trace their matrilineal descent to 2,000 years ago, then yes, it was the land of Judah
I don't
that
think
they traced their line to.
right, but you sound ignorant though, because
I
as I'm
sound
trying to-
ignorant.
yeah, because I'm trying to break down to you what you don't know, and that's why you interrupt me to try to get me off my square, but it won't work.
I'm not trying to get you off your
Okay,
square.
so-
I'm just
okay,
trying
so
to
let me
I'm
finish
trying to
breaking down for
understand
you.
what you're
Okay.
saying. So go ahead, knock
No
yourself out.
problem. I appreciate it. So now, when you said it doesn't mention Moses' father, when you go to Exodus 2:1, it says, "And there was a man of the house of Levi and took a wife of a daughter of Levi." That's Moses' father. Now, it doesn't give him a specific name, but it does mention his father. Why
Doesn't
is
mention that he was Jewish either.
all you gotta do is learn how to hold your peace, and then when you speak, I'll be quiet. That
All
way,
right, let him go, Halsey. Come on.
that way your thought is heard, my thought is heard. X,
Fair
Y,
enough.
Z.
That's true. Go ahead.
So now, even the reason why Moses, which also cuts your whole mama bullshit, even why Moses was even sent down the river is because they wasn't trying to kill the women off. They was trying to kill the boys off. Right. Because the man is what keeps the nation alive. It's the seed of the father. The Egyptians didn't say, let's kill all the girls off and cut this nation off. They said, let's kill all the males so that we can cut the nation of Israel off, not Jews off. Jews is a disrespect. The way you're using it, Jews is disrespectful to Gad, Issachar, Naphtali, Reuben, etc., like that, because it's the nation of Israel. When you read in the scriptures, it says the children of Israel cried to the Most High, not the children of the Jews cried to the Most High. So when you're saying that it has to be the seed of your mother, you're just ignorant to the scriptures. Now, I just showed you with common sense, the Egyptians tried to kill the firstborn. I read to you Exodus 2:1, where it mentions Moses' father, not by name, but his father. So you can't say that his father is not mentioned. So my original question, which you have not answered, is show me where the woman, you're a Jew or an Israelite by the woman. Show me that.
Okay, now I know I have to repeat myself a few times for this to really sink in. Moses' mother, who was identified, put him in a river to send him away. You can talk about the motivation of the Egyptians and whatever they thought all you want, but it has nothing to do with it. Moses' father was not identified because nobody gives a shit whether he was Jewish or not, because that's not how Judaism is passed. And you can sit there and go, well, it only makes sense that the Egyptians wanted to kill off the men because that's how they pass along Judaism. But actually, at the time, it only makes sense that they wanted to breed out the Jews by getting rid of the men so the men could not breed with Jewish women. and that sooner or later the generations would all be Egyptian. And that's exactly why it is that all of a sudden you're sitting there going common sense and using a modern thinking to apply to a biblical precept. But it clearly identified his mother to show his Jewish descent. And it claimed his father was a nobody because it doesn't fucking matter who his father was.
See now, herein lies the issue as to what you're saying. By the very definition of what you explain the Egyptians were trying to do, it proves that your entire logic is flawed, because they wouldn't be able to outbreed them then, because it wouldn't matter. Jews would still be produced because the Jewish, according to you, women would still be alive.
Right.
So in order for them to destroy that nation, they had to destroy the men, because seed is only carried by a man. It's planted in a woman and then carried by her, but it starts inside of a man's loins. So
I understand that.
So you don't understand. That's why, according to your own logic, you just cut yourself.
And
I really didn't. Because when women have daughters and then those daughters get bred out by men, those children are no longer Jewish. And guess what's going to sooner or later happen? All of those daughters are going to have non-Jewish granddaughters, which it also mentions in the Talmud over and over and over again. That all the Jews are 2 generations away from destruction because it's passed through the mother. So it's okay that you like to say, but common sense says. The Bible is not filled with common sense. The Bible is filled with Jonah being eaten by a whale. The Bible is filled by the sea being split. It is not a commonsensical document. It's a document of God.
Yeah, a lot of people,
and God has his own rules, not your bullshit rules. It has its own rules.
If you realize you have not shown the scripture, I got one correction that I need to make. I said that it didn't name Moses as father. I was incorrect. When you go to Exodus 16:20, it says, and Amram took him Jochebed, his father's sister, to wife, and she bare him Aaron and Moses. And the years of the life of Amram were 137 years old. So when you say it doesn't mention Moses' father, it does. That's how you know Moses and Aaron were Levites.
No, it was mentioned that their tribal affiliation was Levite.
So when I say,
because afterward Yochebed identified their father.
You can't say tribal affiliate. To be affiliation just means to be joined to something.
Exactly, which is land ownership. The tribes were joined by land ownership.
No, Moses,
yes,
Moses was a Levite because he descended from Levi.
And the Bible clearly says that no Levites descended into Egypt. They stayed outside of Egypt, which is why at Mount Sinai they were able to avoid the golden calf, and they were able to preach to them, and they were not able to be killed because of the golden calf, because the Levites were outside of Egypt studying Torah.
You might be used to spitting that bullshit.
Yeah, spitting that bullshit. Again, thousands of years. They have thousands of years of documents that say this stuff. And you're thinking that in 1960, in New Jersey, this was created. I can't imagine anything so universally fucking stupid as the idea that in New Jersey, you guys figured out the true meaning of the Bible. This is some real Kang shit.
Hey, Halsey, all I want you to do, instead of the rhetoric, like when I said
rhetoric, yes, I know it's all rhetoric. I know.
Like when I said I needed a correction about Moses, remember initially I said Moses' father wasn't mentioned, and then I corrected myself and I read the scripture. All you're doing is spewing rhetoric. Rhetoric is something where we're talking about the Bible. We're talking about Torah, Tanakh, New Testament for us in some cases. So if we make
the New Testament, which calls Jesus the Son of God,
if we're talking about that Bible, Torah, Tanakh, and we make a statement about it, we should be able to go into that Torah and Tanakh and prove that statement. You have not gone into the Torah or Tanakh to prove any statement. You keep talking about it's written in history thousands of years ago.
I have also mentioned the Bible verses over and over. I'm just not pointing them out chapter and verse because I don't have a Torah open in front of me.
Well, you should have been, this is a debate. You're supposed to be prepared for your opponent. So I didn't even.
Okay, so right, you know what? You're right. I'm unprepared. I didn't think of it. I'm unprepared. But why don't you do this? Why don't you go on and tell me about how Jesus is part of being Jewish?
Now wait, before you do that, let me read these. Honkamania 117 says, "When can we meet the general, the true legend?" We'll talk about that later. We do want to talk to the general.
General Mayat. You talk about General Mayat. I'm gonna make it my business to make sure y'all can meet the true legend.
Please, God, let this happen. I really want this to happen.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to tell him that y'all played the video. As soon as the show was over, I had to call General Yak. I said, they play your video where you made that Jewish boy cry? Like,
and we played that before you ever came on the show. We played that several times. Yeah,
I told him. Like, as soon as I'm looking in the chat, I see like the "That's Right." Y'all got the general in there.
There's stickers in the chat with him on it.
Love that video. White boy.
Yeah, seriously, we want him on for sure. Just saying says, "That's right. Go ahead and let there be blood tonight." Tony Castle says, "Halsey, why are you trying to steal this man's identity?" Let me see here.
That's who I am.
Like he's trying to hold on to his mama. Don't be a mama boy, man. Be Irish like your daddy was mixed. When your daddy laid with your mama and put that sperm in there, he wanted it to be Irish. He did not want you to be Jewish.
Really? Then he raised me as a Jew for what reason?
I don't know.
And actually, he didn't. You know what? I have to be honest with you. My mother and father raised me as an American.
You didn't touch him yet, so
I just told you. My parents raised me as a fucking American. I am an American. My religion is Jewish. My nationality is American. Don't you dare try to fucking take my nationality from me.
I just did.
No, you didn't.
I just did. You are not a Jew at all. You're an Irish man.
I'm an American. I just said that to you.
Good. Irish, y'all are culture thieves. Like, that's one of the things Job 9:24 said. He covered up the faces of the judges thereof. That's what you do. Your people are imposters.
We're imposters.
You never be the real.
No, that's awesome because all the pogroms and Holocaust and shit over all the years, I'm glad that was all a mistake because now I don't got to worry about things anymore. Now they'll just kill you.
You said the Holocaust.
Even Hitler knew the Jews were black.
Yeah, even. We can pull a book out. Hitler knew the Jews was black, man.
Really?
From a little publication called Time. You might have heard of it.
Yeah, from a little publication called Time. They knew that you guys were imposters, man.
So he knew we were imposters, but he killed us as Jewish imposters.
Yes.
But he didn't seem to want to kill lots of black people because you all were the real Jews?
740. It was about 740 AD when y'all converted to Judaism.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, you were from Poland, from Russia, from German.
From Poland.
You are Tazarians. You are not the real Jew, according to the Bible. You don't fit the description. You don't fit none of that. That's why when I'm asking you for the scripture for your mama, you don't have the scripture. You can't even defend your mama righteously, man. I could at least defend your mama. Pull a scripture out.
Sure, no problem, buddy. No problem.
All right. Now, wait. We were going to let the captain weigh in on Jesus, then I'll let Halsey get in. Let me finish reading these.
He asked a question about Jesus,
he did. I want to let you get in, but let me read these real quick. Tony Castle says, how come your name be English? Then he says, why does
know the same thing? How could his name be English and he's Jewish?
Well, let's
fucking answer that.
That's being asked in the chat.
Like, seriously, no, but how stupid do you have to be? I literally just told you that my father wasn't Jewish.
Another chat.
Like, I literally just told you that, and you guys don't even. I wonder how his last name is English.
Halsey is Jewish?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Halsey is not Jewish. My name is not Jewish.
You just said it. What? Like, I think you're confused.
We call a white man a dad. He just lied. His name's Jewish. He said yes. What does it mean? No, it's not Jewish. It means something else. That shit is crazy to me.
Halsey is not a Jewish name. It's named after Admiral William Halsey, commander of the Pacific Fleet during World War II.
Was he Irish too? Was he a white guy?
Yep.
You see, your father named you after a white guy. He didn't name you after an Israelite.
Yep, I know.
He wants you to keep that Irish heritage, man.
My American heritage? Yeah, he does.
You're going to choke on. You're getting smoked right now.
Let's keep going. Gourdzilla 37 says, I don't...
Go ahead. Keep going.
Gourdzilla 37 says, I don't know who to cheer for. Go Bibble. Honkamania 117 says, Bibble isn't saying anything, already winning. Pixelated Zeus 420 says, that's right. Tony Castle says, Judah Morning. Gourdzilla 37 says, another great point by Bibble owning this. Tony Castle says, you lie about being English. You lie about being Hebrew too. Tony Castle says, that's right. Turkey Baster says, shiggy diggy doo. That's right, my Jew. Tony Castle says, I can tell by Halsey's eyes he'd be lying. Rex Baster says, they were only killing off firstborn boys. No.
Chewing your ass up.
Gourdzilla.
Right, because you declare yourself the winner, you're the winner.
We're the black guys, so they killing you on that channel.
On what channel?
Godzilla, DLive.tv/the Ralph Retort.
Hey, I'm
Home of
gonna
the
tell you,
Killstream.
the Irish people look at you as a traitor, man, because they want you to be Irish like your daddy, man. You're a traitor.
All right.
Irish people look at me as a traitor.
But now he asked you a question about Jesus, right? What was the question?
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? I have a few more, but go ahead. Repeat the question, Halsey. I've broken it up long enough. I'll read the rest of these in a minute. Go ahead. What was the Jesus question again?
No, I'm curious how Jesus is part of the Jewish tradition.
Because his daddy's a Jew.
Because his daddy was a Jew, therefore Jesus was Jewish and the Son of God?
No, like you use that term Jewish, right? We don't use that term. You won't find it in the Bible, except when they talk about Jewish fables, meaning something that's fake or false.
Except when they're called Yehudim, which means Jewish in Hebrew. But okay, go ahead.
Actually, the deen that Yiddish is speaking, it would be Yehawadah or Jews plural, but it wouldn't be Jewish.
Right. Yehudim means Jews.
Not Jewish. You ain't listening.
It means Jews.
Does it mean Jewish? No.
Right. Jewish is an English way of saying Jews.
No, it's not. You can just say
yes, it really is.
Jew
it really is.
English. Right. Jew is English.
Huh?
Yehawadah is Hebrew.
Yehawadah? You can't even pronounce the word and you're telling me what it is?
Yeah, I am. So now, to answer your question.
Yehawadah. Okay, that's a good one.
To answer your question, Joseph, who is Christ's father, is from the house of David, and we know David was a Jew, or from the tribe of Judah. So that's what makes Christ from Judah. If you want the scripture, Hebrews 7:14, it says, "It is evident that our Lord came out of Judah." So when you ask how is he from the house of Judah or tribe of Judah, that's how, because his father is a Jew.
Oh, okay.
Even in that regard, Mary, his mother, would more so be inclined, you can hypothesize that she would be more likely a Levite because her cousin Elizabeth is a Levite. There's no scripture to say what tribe Mary is from, but based on her cousin being a Levite, you can hypothesize she's a Levite, but Joseph would be a Judite.
Just out of curiosity, Levi was not one of the tribes?
Levi was one of the tribes, but he didn't get a inheritance because he was amongst all the tribes as the priest.
No, he didn't get an inheritance because he wasn't in Egypt. But okay, whatever you
he
say.
He was in Egypt, man.
If you read the beginning of Exodus or the end of Genesis, it says who went into Egypt, and Levi is mentioned among them.
And Levi is mentioned as not being taken into slavery as well.
Where? Where?
You know, as I said, if you want me to come up with actual Bible quotes, I'll be happy to send them to you later.
I mean, listen, I knew about this debate. I knew about this debate for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you should have been able to show a scripture to show. How long you known you was a so-called Jew, a fake one? How long you known that? Your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you should have been well prepared to defend your mama and at least defend Levi not being in captivity, as you say. Because Moses, who clearly is a Levite, I read to you Exodus, the 6th chapter. He's clearly a Levite, so he was a part of the captivity. That's why he had to go down.
Part of the captivity. He was raised by Pharaoh in the castle, and then he left Pharaoh's castle and went into the land of what's it called?
Right. You ain't listening. That's why I said a part of the captivity. His mama was in servile. His aunt, his sister was in servile. Like Moses was raised by his family. They were his servants.
They weren't in servile yet when they started killing them. They hadn't been taken into slavery
Are you
yet.
Smoking crack? They was. No. You smoked something real. Like it must be something in that cigarette. He might smoke dip.
He was vaping a minute ago. That's what it is. Whatever's in that vape you got.
Vaping or doing something like that because what you sound you sound insane.
Because, I sound insane.
Yeah,
I sound insane.
When you go to Exodus 1:11, it says, excuse me, Exodus 1:10, it says, "Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply and it come to pass that when they fall away to any war, they join also our enemies and fight against us. So get them out the land." So the first thing they did was put taskmasters to afflict and give them extra burdens, and they built Pharaoh treasure cities. Then after that is when they started telling the Hebrew midwives, if it's a son, to kill it, but if it's a daughter, let it live. That's during Moses' time that they're going through that. That's during that time. That's not after that time. That's why.
After that time,
By the way, 2,000 people watching this live now across dlive.tv/the Ralph Retort.
Live.
Yeah, and of course your channel, the channel that's restreaming us on YouTube. Yeah, we have 2,000 viewers watching this live. Now go ahead, Halsey. No pressure. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm going to let him keep going.
A long time
Okay,
ago.
all right. Go ahead. Then somebody talk. Go ahead, Captain.
No problem, man. So as I was reading, the captivity of Israel started before Moses. That's why Moses was sent down the river, because they didn't want him to die. Mm-hmm. And when Pharaoh's daughter found him, that's when she kept him and then called his parents to raise him. A lot of people believe the narrative that Moses didn't know he was an Israelite growing up, but he did, because his mother. Yeah, he did. Why wouldn't he know? When Pharaoh's daughter, I don't think you read the Tanakh or Torah at all.
Right. No,
and
you're right.
You read that Talmud, if you read that Talmud, so now you say you grew up in the Jewish custom, right?
What? Yes.
So you got your penis sucked on the 8th day by the rabbi?
Really?
Really? Did you get your penis sucked? Did the rabbi come on the 8th day and do a moyo on you?
Because they was giving the babies herpes up here.
Yeah,
it was all in the New York Post.
Did you survive that herpes? Did you survive the herpes? Did they suck your penis on the 8th day? Because that's what they do with that Talmud. They suck the baby's penis. So did you get your penis sucked? That's why you notice a lot of them Jewish men look real feminine. So did you get your penis sucked on the 8th day? I just want to know. Come on, Halsey, you a Jewish guy. Your mama loved you, brought you up. So I'm pretty sure the rabbi came on the 8th day
with that oil in his mouth ready
and nibbled the shit out of that penis.
So I'm curious. Well, wait a minute. I thought I'm not the real Jew, but you are. So I guess obviously you were the one getting your dick sucked by some rabbi, huh?
No, we don't do that. We ain't homosexual.
No, we don't do that. We don't have anything to do with the Brit or the. No. Yeah, that's the part of the Tanakh you ignore, right? That's the part of your mama that you disrespect, or your papa that you disrespect. Just out of curiosity, is your papa a Jew?
Yes.
How he identifies as a Jew? He talks about I'm a black Israelite too.
He's passed away now.
And what about the guy next to you? How's he a Jew?
Oh, because his daddy. Well, no, Slaki. Slaki means excuse me. He would be from the tribe. I'm about to answer you. He would be from the tribe of Ephraim.
He's from the tribe of Ephraim?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's correct.
And they were white?
No. Hell no.
So he's not white?
No.
Not like you, Halsey.
Not like you.
Not white?
No. But before you address him, I need you to answer, did you get your penis sucked? Because you follow them Jewish customs. You didn't answer the question, yes or no. The world, listen, it's 2,000 people watching. It's 554 watching on our channel. We want to know, did Halsey complete his Jewish custom of getting his penis sucked by the rabbi?
That's not a Jewish custom. And you know it's not a Jewish custom. I know you think it's funny, but it's not a Jewish custom.
It is a Jewish custom.
No, it isn't a Jewish custom. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What you're trying to do is you're trying to make me look stupid by putting up some kind of weird Hasidic practice from Brooklyn and thinking that matters as you're sitting next to a white guy with a room full of other people telling you what to say to try to seem smart, Captain. That's what you are doing. That's what you're doing. You have a room full of people that are sitting here and going, ha, 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 did you get your dick sucked on the 8th day? And then you're telling me the guy next to you is also white?
Yeah, I didn't say
that isn't white?
That's what they're doing.
But since he brought up the Talmud, because
you brought up the Talmud.
I brought up the Talmud. Right, the Talmud doesn't say anything about it. The Talmud doesn't say anything about it. And now it's your turn. Point it out. Where? Chapter and verse. Where does it say? Where does it say that on the 8th day you get your dick sucked?
Even sleeping with children is inside the Talmud.
And you don't have your chapter and verse in the Talmud. You had 2 weeks to prepare for this, and you knew about it, especially your black friend next to you. Right. You both knew that you were coming, and you knew you were going to try to pull some of that shit. But I don't hear the chapter and verse about where there's dick sucking on the 8th day. I don't hear anything about it. Actually,
here's what I'll tell you. Sorry, here's what I'll tell you. I would never research sucking any penis. I would never.
You would never.
I will tell you. No, let me finish.
That you claim to be a part of.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I had never heard of it until in New York City, rabbis was giving little boys herpes.
Yep.
That's how we knew about it. We knew about it because there's an article in New York City where Jewish rabbis were infecting little boys with herpes from sucking on their penis for such a holy and righteous and
all of them? Let me ask you, was that every rabbi?
It shouldn't have been none of them.
I agree with you. So what does it matter if I agree with you? But you're asking me if I adhere to a rabbi that I don't adhere to. But you're also quoting something that isn't true. So at the same time, you're now claiming that
I got an article right here. Hold on. The New York Department of Health has issued an alert after an infant was infected with herpes.
I told you I know that it happened. What I'm saying, though, is that not all rabbis are not in the Talmud. I have now said it 3 times. Where's your chapter and verse?
Hold on.
If it's all the rabbis, where's your chapter and verse?
I'm going to bust it down for you. The practice of applying direct oral suction on the womb.
Wait, gentlemen.
Defined by the removal of the portion.
Sir,
Captain, it's okay.
You want to hear it. You really didn't want the answer. You didn't want the answer.
All right.
We're going to for a second.
I told you that I know some weird Hasidic sects do something like that. So I'm trying to wonder where it is that you're saying this is all rabbis. And if you're quoting the New York Times as being the authoritative source on Talmudic Judaism, then I have a real issue with that.
Now let the other side get in. Let the other side get in.
A room full of people feeding you answers. And yet you can't seem to tell me where this came from, except for, the New York Times said this.
All right, now go ahead.
That was actually Newsweek.
Okay.
CNN. I mean, go ahead.
Well, he's saying he disavows that. What do you say? He says he has no part in that. He disavows.
That's in the Talmud, though.
No, it's not. Where is it then?
And just like sodomy with a child is in the Talmud.
Where?
Sanhedrin 54b. If one committed sodomy with a child of less than 9 years, no guilt is incurred.
Let's check it out.
Body bag. Oh, you have the
no, wait. Hold on. Yeah. What is the metaphorical body bag? Yeah, I know. Now, what's the verse again?
It's in Sanhedrin 54b, Judaism from the Talmud.
By the way, if you have the link, I'm not that well versed on the Talmud.
Pretending to be a Jewish guy is ill-informed.
All right. Why don't you link it? You see that chat? Wait, I think I might have it. Actually.
Yeah, I'm in your chat.
Yeah, if you can link it there, but I think I might have it. Let me see. Oh, it's in.
Where he just read the Sanhedrin.
Yeah, I'm looking through now. It's 54b. What was the verse again?
Sanhedrin 54 and
it
B.
Goes right to 54b.
All you got to do, you can Google this as well. It comes up.
Yeah, no, I'm looking through. It's got like Hebrew translations and shit.
That's why.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, link it. Where's the chat at? So I'm looking through the chat.
I'm trying to see. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm reading directly from a book right now that breaks all this down.
Okay, read it again because I'm trying to find it in the page. That's why. What was the translation?
Sanhedrin 54b. This is the translation. If one committed sodomy with a child of less than 9 years, no guilt is incurred.
All right, let's see.
Let's see. Get the 54b. That's pretty bad.
This whole thing, there's a lot of sodomites passages in this. Actually, I just did it. Anyway, we'll see if we can find it.
I mean, there's also Sanhedrin 69b. Sexual intercourse with a boy under the age of 8 is lawful since it isn't fornication. This is all throughout this because their nasty asses made this.
All right. Now,
that's why they're giving herpes out to infants.
All right. Now,
what they're saying, no, that's not what it says. What it says right here, therefore, one who engages in intercourse actively is not liable if he is less than 9 years old. That means someone 9 years old can't be killed himself, not the person who fucks him. It's the kid can't be held liable to the death penalty for homosexuality if he's under 9 years old, even if he was a willing participant. That's what it says.
Where's that at?
It's right here in Sanhedrin 54b. I'm reading it right now. The Gemara asks, with regard to what principle do Rav and Shmuel disagree? The rabbi answers, Rav holds that any halacha that applies to one who engages in intercourse actively applies to one who engages in intercourse passively. And any halacha that does not apply to one who engages in intercourse actively does not apply. Therefore, just as one who engages in intercourse actively is not liable if he is less than 9 years old, as the intercourse of such a child does not have the halakhic status of intercourse. They're saying the kid is not liable, not the person who
can you put your link in the chat so we can take a look?
All right, let me read some of these. A-Hole Anderson says, not even 30 minutes in, and our favorite uncle gets a mention. That the night's going to be good. That's right. Mr. Nosberg says, the black Israelites convince me. This man is an imposter. Let's see. Overton Shift says, Irishman and African arguing over who's the Jew. Tony Castle says, Halsey English is a Khazar rat. That's wrong. Tony Castle says... Tony Castle says, Halsey, these are fucked. Halsey, read the Talmud and still don't lie good. Shit. Shit, actually. He says, shit. Pirate777, Tony Castle says, why the Khazar rat? I can't read all these. I disavow. Thank you. Tony Castle, I can't read those. Tony Castle says, Halsey, what's the Talmud say about 3-year-old girls? Lord Zeno WT Law says, great show. Thank you, Captain, for coming back.
No, sir, man.
Tony Castle says Halsey ain't no American. Halsey's Israeli. I don't know. Tony Castle really hates Halsey too. Tony Castle says something about Khazar again and him being nervous. Johnny F-150 says Judaism passed through mom because it proves paternity. Pixelated Zeus 420 says something about some numbers in the millions. I won't read that. Turkey Baster says Stephen Kuhn is a damn fine Terminator. Let's see. Pensive Cowboy says, that's right. Cry, Halsey, cry. Pixelated Zeus 420 says, sit down, Halsey, and something about Irish. It's a slang term for Irish. Tony Castle says something about Halsey kissing boots. True as 2 says, Israelites help serve, and I can't read that. Something about World War II. I don't know. Future Friend says, Halsey isn't Irish. That's insulting to me. Celts. Smith Johnson 1 says the captain laughs in the face of Ashkenazi chutzpah. Just saying with a diamond. Right. True as says show pics of black German World War II soldiers that did exist, I believe. Rick Pixels says Halsey back under mommy's skirt now, you rank minge. Wow, I think Tony Castle says so-called Hebrew now he ain't. Let's see. Godzilla 37 says something about Halsey and can't fit in Levi's jeans. Godzilla says, let alone be part of it. What is it? Tony Castle says, I can't read that. Hawkamania 117 says something about Halsey not having the Star of David flag. Tony Castle says,
yeah, I was surprised when I saw that American flag. I was surprised to see that. I thought he would have his Jewish flag up. I thought he would hold that up boldly. If I was to see him walking down the street, I would not think he's a Jewish guy. I would think he's a good old boy. That's what I would think. I think we all would agree to that.
I think you're a Klan member.
Yeah, that's a good old boy. Right? I think we would agree to that. So, Halsey, you have time to look up the Talmud. Can you show us where you're a Jew by your mama? We're still waiting. The world wants to see that one.
As I just said, I'll find you the source later. I'm not going to look it up. You're the one who.
Well, it's later. I mean, we've been on since 9.
He looked up.
No, wait a minute.
Real quick though.
No.
You looked up that pedophilia one real quick.
You told me the verse, and I looked it up.
No, well, I would love to tell you the verse where you're a Jew by your mama. It just don't exist.
Okay, you can believe that it's not true, but it is true.
Well, just show it. Come on, inquiring minds want to know. I'm pretty sure this ain't your first rodeo with dealing with somebody asking you this question.
Asking me this question? Yeah, this is actually the first rodeo I've had where someone asked me this question.
Well, you're a Jew by your mother to show that in the Bible?
Yep.
Nobody's ever wanted to ask you that? Maybe, because people are used to just believing that what you're saying is true. But that's obviously...
people believing what I'm saying is true? Yeah, that's a real problem I have.
Yeah, well... It's a problem now because you got to prove it. Like the Bible says, prove all things.
Oh, no, I don't have to prove shit, and you don't have to prove shit. That's the whole point.
No,
is that
that's
you still haven't proven how black people are Jewish. You still
you
haven't
know the
proven how
Bible
the
says
bootlegger
prove
next
all
to you is
things.
black. So I'm curious how he's black and an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim, and how he traces that. I'm really curious how that is.
We trace it through your father, so to speak.
I'm saying, how does your father's father know which tribe? How does your father's father's father know what tribe he's in?
Oh, that's very okay. So now you may not know the history of like ISUBK and the extensive research we've done to identify who are the Israelites predominantly in North Central and South America. If you know anything
Okay.
about the Bible, you know there was a prophetic nature to how you would identify technically not only just the Israelites of today, but also every nation. Like you ain't, for example, if you take it off of Israel, for example, you have Esau, you have Ham, you have Elam, you have Moab, you have Ammon, you have all these names of races in the Bible that
Mhm.
don't call themselves that today. We agree there, right?
Yeah.
So now there's a identifying marker for all of them biblically to identify. So we know Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, except for the Negro. So Ham,
Except for the Negro.
yeah, but
Okay.
technically, yeah, except for black people. What I mean when I say that. So
Okay.
Ham is like the father of like the African races, but not the father of us. Because your skin color doesn't necessarily determine who you are. It's your father that determines who you are. So you have the Arabs or the Ishmaelites. You have the Chinese and Japanese, which are Moab and Ammon. And you have the white race, which are Esau or the Edomites. So all of them are progenitate or come from a progenitive father. But Esau is a man, and that's who fathered the white race. Ammon is a man that followed the Japanese. Moab is a man that followed the Chinese. So the same thing with the 12 tribes of Israel. So we look at the markers. So like Puerto Ricans, for example, if you actually look at the history of the Puerto Ricans, you'll find that they have the ancient Hebrew artifacts on that land that you can actually go and find. Captain Kadazar, my right-hand man here, did an excellent 12 tribe lecture where he shows the audio or video of the historians that found the artifacts that prove that the Puerto Ricans are Israelites. So, and by their own words. So it's not that hard to identify who those people are. It's not like we did like how the Jewish guy did, where they just blew up Palestine and split it in half and just said they're the Jews.
Now, by the way, there's a question about that, and it's over on entropystream.live/the Ralph Retort. They submitted a question, Colonel J, in the donations over there. He says, Halsey English is a wicked man when it comes to Palestinians. One would even call him bloodthirsty. Does the respected Captain Tazaryach stand in solidarity with the Palestinian people who are systematically marginalized by the so-called Jews of Israel?
I wouldn't say that I stand with the Palestinians, but I understand why they fighting that so-called Jew. If I had the whole land and then it was just split in half, not because that the land belonged to them people, but just because they were militarily stronger than me, I would fight them forever too. So I wouldn't say that I stand with the Palestinians, but I understand of someone trying to take my land from me and wanting to fight to get it back. So that's what I would say to them. But the Palestinians who would be Arabs, I don't have no love for them outside of that, but I do understand oppression. And the Jewish man is oppressing the Palestinians. Plain and simple. I remember Helen Thomas made an excellent statement. She got kicked out of the office. Remember Helen Thomas, they asked her, how do you feel about the situation? Helen Thomas said, well, I think they should go home. And the news reporter said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, they're not from that land. They're from Poland and Germany and Russia. And they fired her about 6 hours after she made that statement because Helen Thomas had the audacity to call the so-called Jew the imposter that they are, because they're not the real Jews at all.
All right. Now, go ahead.
They're not the real Jews. Everybody. And he's not even a fake real Jewish guy. He's an Irish guy pretending to be a fake race.
Who wants to be American?
Yeah. So he like doubly confused. So he don't know if he want to be Irish, Jewish, or American. I don't understand it.
Well, now, as I said, the guy next to you is black, so there's a lot of shit you don't seem to understand.
Who did I say was black?
The guy next to you. You just said that like 3 times that he was black.
Yeah, let me help you out with something, Willie Lynch. You understand?
Okay.
We're not divided according to color lines. You understand?
No, you're not.
And
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
You don't flip flop back and forth either.
I feel you. I feel you. You just said you were black like 3 times.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something that goes directly over your head. I know you're not going to.
Oh, right over my head. Right over my head. Go for it. Go for it.
White man. Bob Marley's white. This is something that's going to go directly over your head because you are the seed of your father. So it's not about complexion. Just like nobody's mad at you because your complexion. We're mad at you because the crimes that you commit inside the earth. So that's what you got to comprehend.
We're mad. Bob Marley's white.
Right.
You're mad at me for the crimes I commit against the earth, and you're black.
Not you personally.
Like as I said, it's always fun to argue with people, but when people have like this weird low IQ kind of like I'm black, really check it out, feel me, brother. Like 25 people around you kind of shouting answers like, oh, you should be saying this, you know, and you're like sitting there like, listen, I'm smart because I got people tell me in my ear what I'm saying. And Bob Marley is really white. Like, I mean, the things that you guys are dropping on me and the things that go right over my head and the crimes that I commit, it's difficult to argue with people who live in a fantasy world like you two. So it's really difficult to sit here and go, I mean, listen, Captain, I get it. I salute you. But I'm just saying, like, one day you could be a captain, one day you could be a general, one day you could be a Jew, one day you could be a Kang. You guys love to just latch on to all these different identities that you claim to have. And then what you do is you just do it. And like you next to you, like this is obviously like a wigger. You know, like he's one of those people who thinks, oh, I can actually be black because I talk this way, you know?
Well, and see here, Peter.
What?
Let me tell you something here.
Bob Marley, newsflash: Bob Marley was white. You ain't gonna go right over your head, but I'm black.
You understand accents around, but listen. I
understand, man. I understand. I get it. That makes you black. The way you talk makes you black.
Hold on. Listen, you're not the only person to try to come at me for my complexion. I'm a veteran at this. So let me help you out.
I get it. Nobody's ever come at you before.
No. Let me help you.
Go for it, please. Tell me how you're black.
Trying to divert to try to like turn the tide.
Going for it. I'm waiting for it, brother. I got you, Captain.
You understand? You did really bad. You understand? I thought there was going to be some sort of a challenge tonight, but instead I got some kind of
like we bought books and everything.
Yeah, I know books.
All 7 of you. Yeah, I see that.
Like we bought books.
They've been quiet the whole time.
Yeah,
really, they've been quiet. We can hear them. Like, are you that delusional that you think we can't?
Hey, Halsey.
We can hear them. Are you that fucking stupid?
Hey, Halsey.
Like, seriously. No, there ain't no other people here. He's black. Bob Marley is white.
Hey,
and I feel you, Captain.
Peter.
Hey, Halsey.
Okay.
Halsey,
Keep going. Wait. The Tooth Fairy was really Jewish, right? I forgot. And so was Santa Claus. And I forgot.
Hey, Halsey.
I feel you.
Hey, Halsey, you ever seen that meme with "Show me where they hurt you"?
No, I don't need to because you know why? As I said,
let me finish.
Let me finish. Sure,
I appreciate it.
I
appreciate it. I've called him. This is my Puerto Rican brother. That's number one. Number two, when you say we live in a fantasy world, it's you in a fantasy.
Yeah, for sure.
When we talk about us being Israelites, we can go into the Bible scripturally, prophetically, historically. We can show.
Say, look, that's talking about me.
No,
because I have proof other than me saying this talks about me. Even as I said, he's black. You're a captain. Your leader is a general, and you guys are all Jews. So I get it. Bob Marley's white. I forgot.
Even better than that, we can show throughout history where our ancestors knew that they were Israelites. Our ancestors spoke Hebrew. Our ancestors knew exactly who we were. That's why we can identify as the true Israelites. We would never dare say your mama determines who you are because we read the scriptures. That's why we've been on this call for an hour and you can't even Google where does it show your mama determines you're an Israelite in the Bible. You can't even Google that shit to answer.
Let's have some fun. And let us make a covenant with our God to expel those women and those who have been born to them, accordance with their bidding of the Lord, and all of concerned over the commandment of our God. Let the Torah be obeyed. You shall not intermarry with them. You shall not give your daughter to his son. You shall not take his daughter for your son. for he will turn away your son from following me, and they will worship the gods of others, and the wrath of God will be kindled against you, and he will quickly destroy you. These are all verses that back up what I'm saying. And as I said, he's black, you're Jewish, Bob Marley's white, and everything is I over the sun. I get it.
I'll give you credit for finally reading a verse in the Bible. But you're reading Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, where it's telling us not to intermarry, which I also don't disagree with. So all you read was how we're not supposed to take their daughters, and we're not supposed to let our sons. Excuse me, we're not supposed to take their daughters. They're not supposed to take ours. We're not supposed to intermarry. That's all you read.
Why? If they took your sons, then their kids would be Jewish. What would be the problem?
No. Because if you was to marry, the reason why I keep calling you Irish, right? Because your Irish father married a Jewish mother, right? Married a Jewish woman, I'm sorry, right?
No, my father married a Jewish woman, yeah.
Right. And so y'all had a child together. So that would be one race mixing with another. We can't do that. But that still makes you
Irish. You can't do that. As I said, that's what makes him black. It's awesome. No, I get it. I get the whole idea that he's black.
I don't think you're getting it.
He don't get it.
He don't get that I'm really black.
Irish.
Like seriously, I mean, no. I mean,
you know
really,
why? No. Listen, Halsey, real quick. Just hold your peace for a minute. This is why, right? It's because of you right here that scripture exists. Because there's not a shamrock on that wall. There's not a Star of David on that wall. There's an American flag. I know it was hard for you growing up. I know your Jewish side denied you. I know your Irish side denied you. So you thought by being a good old boy and American that you were going to get accepted. And even the Killstream denies you. That scripture is
Killstream denies me as a shock. The Killstream hates Jews. The only reason they like you is because they think that you make a mockery out of Judaism. That's why the Killstream like you. There's a reason why I've never been on the Killstream before, because they hate Jews. Don't you know that, brother? Seriously, brother, don't you realize, Captain, that you don't know what you're talking about? Even the Killstream
Wait a minute, Halsey.
Even the Killstream doesn't accept. The Killstream doesn't accept you. It lets you know that you ain't Jewish and I'm black. I'm the black one. You not the black one. I am. But Bob Marley, he ain't no black. Bob Marley, he ain't no black. I'm the black man. I'm the black man. And the Killstream tells you so.
I know it was confusing.
I know it was confusing. Look how black I am. The melanin in my skin is oozing. Look how curly my hair is. I am so black. My afro is 4 feet tall. I was a Kang. That's what you're saying. That is the ridiculous shit that you're spinning, and your idea that the Killstream is going to validate you when they hate me for being Jewish. That's the reason I've never been on the Killstream. They like you because you are anti-Jewish.
Hey,
that's what they, brother. That's what they like about you.
Hey, Halsey.
Here we go, Halsey. I just got to tell you, there's an 8-day baby sucking rabbi dick in New York City, and the Newsweek said so. And let me just tell you also, Bob Marley is white, he black. And you ain't Jewish, you ain't American, because you ain't nothing. You ain't neither. You ain't no Jew. You ain't no Irish. Rabbi sucking the dick, son. The Newsweek. He's black. Bob Marley white, and Jews come from Puerto Rico. This is fucking brilliant. And you know how we can determine that? Because the Killstream said so. Like seriously, I don't know how. The ridiculous shit that you guys sit here and spin.
Why are you hating on the Killstream? Wait a minute.
I'm not hating on the Killstream. I'm saying you've told me, Ralph, you've said it yourself. Your audience hates me.
Well, I mean, you're not necessarily a fan favorite, but...
Hey, Halsey, just so you know, I never hated you for being a Jewish guy 2 minutes into this conversation when you said you was Irish.
I know.
You're not even a Jewish guy. This is like a conversation with an Irish wannabe.
Cool.
Like a wannabe Jewish guy.
Excellent. Then I have nothing to worry about anymore.
You suffer from identity crisis.
a black guy telling me I suffer from identity crisis.
Yeah.
And a white guy who's black
that's right.
saying I suffer from an identity crisis.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
No, I'm telling you, I love it, Captain. I absolutely love the idea that I'm suffering. You're a captain and
That's right.
I'm suffering from an identity crisis.
That's right.
He's
You
black,
suffering
and
from
I'm
state
suffering from an
identity.
identity crisis.
You
Puerto
suffering-
Ricans are Jews, and I'm suffering from the
I never
identity
said
crisis.
Puerto
Bob
Ricans.
Marley is white,
You
and
gotta
I'm
quote me
suffering from an
correctly.
identity
I never
crisis.
said- I never-
You are just quoting the Bible. You got
Right,
it.
but I never said Puerto Ricans was Jews. You got to quote me correctly. But you do suffer from identity crisis.
I do. You're right. You're right. I do.
Let me
I
tell you
do.
something. At one point in life, I suffered from identity crisis because growing up, you just think you black or you think you're African or you think you whatever, and then you're able to find out who you are biblically.
Able to find out that you really are the lost tribe of Israel. It must be awesome. As I said,
Yeah,
Bob
absolutely.
Marley next to you,
It's the most
he can
beautiful-
totally
Let me
identify.
tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Right,
not-
Mon? Right,
Listen.
Mon? Why don't you spit some reggae out for us, Mon?
Stop,
Show us
stop.
how black you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Anybody
after all,
can
that's
be a pretender. You're the proof.
I'm the proof that you're a pretender.
Anybody-
He's,
no,
as
no,
I said, he's
You're the
black,
proof.
you're a
You're the
Jew,
proof. You're
Bob
the
Marley's
proof.
white, and you're both
You're a
captains.
pretender.
Salute the general.
No, you're
Exactly.
You're the proof that anybody can be a pretender.
Yeah, I guess you're
your
right.
whole life.
I guess you're right.
Maybe today you'll wake up and say, you know what? I'm Irish. Go
Maybe
get
I will.
Go
Maybe I will.
10 rocks.
So you hear that, Killstream? Stop hating on me. I am a fucking straight up European now. Now there's no.
Well, you're Irish. That's not really. I mean, you're Irish. You're Irish.
Hey, you're European
on both sides.
On both sides.
You're
of you.
Irish. I mean, let's not get carried away. Rick Pixels.
No, I'm half Irish.
And tough break with the parade getting canceled for the first time in 200
man.
years.
I
Huh?
love Killstream, by the way.
I said tough break with your parade getting canceled this year too. First time in 200
Yeah,
years.
you
That was a
go-
tough break.
Yeah, that really sucked. Let me tell you, Marley. It really was awful when my parade got canceled. I don't even know what parade you're talking about, but let me just tell you.
You don't
don't
celebrate
know-
St.
you don't
Patty's
know
Day?
St. Patty's Day?
You are the worst Mick alive.
Come on, black man. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
You got a
bust
good
out
voice.
like that's what I'm saying. Let's bust out some reggae because you know
Okay,
why your melanin is oozing out.
Now,
You gonna steal that too?
So
I'm
hold
gonna
it.
steal reggae.
Hold
Yeah,
it.
I am. Yeah, I am.
I got a question. Halsey.
By my doorstep,
Halsey.
singing sweet songs, a
What?
melody pure
Halsey.
and pure.
Halsey, I do have a
I
question for
hand
you.
my message to the captains.
Oh.
Like, yeah, like seriously.
Halsey, I do got a question for you. I do got a question for you, Halsey.
Go ahead.
So, how do you show from the biblical narrative that you are the Jews of today? Like what? Like if you know, and I'm gonna preface and then I'm gonna let you answer the question. So now, if you know anything, the Bible speaks about prophecies that would affect the children of Israel. So how does the prophecies in the Bible apply to you? When I'm saying you kind of like represent the Jewish people. For you represent your mama's people, not your daddy's, but you represent your mama's people. So how does the biblical narrative apply to your people today?
Okay,
And
I'm
if you
curious
could
how it
please-
does. in
And
the
if you
Bible.
could please
Okay.
show, and if you could please show the scriptures that apply to your people today.
So how about this? How about you just try to show the scriptures that show it doesn't apply to me? That's even easier.
No. Well, I'm thinking you skilled at
No,
this.
ask Bob. He seems to know. He gave a great lecture on it in Puerto Rico. So why don't you ask Bob right next to you about it?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay. Tell me,
Um,
learn me something.
what you're doing by not being able to answer such a simple question is showing why you're not a Jew at all.
No, I'm black. I just changed my mind. I'm black.
You're who?
I'm black.
No, you could never be black.
No,
at
I
all.
am. I am. I'm just as black as him. So I'm black. I'm also lieutenant.
Your daddy black? I thought you said your daddy was Irish.
I'm lieutenant. No, please only refer to me now as lieutenant.
Yeah,
No, see,
you're not qualified for this discussion.
I'm not. See, I'm just
nah,
lieutenant.
but I love
I am
Killstream though. Don't
trying to do my thing for my
I
people.
won't be like you. See, I
Yeah,
won't be like I
right.
won't be like you, Halsey. I won't
You're
be
gonna
like
be
you,
like
Halsey.
me?
I won't
Cool.
disrespect. I won't disrespect Killstream. I love
You're
Killstream.
gonna disrespect the kill
So
stream.
now, when I read Revelations 2 and 9, for example,
Revelations. Okay, go for it.
it says, "I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, but are not, but are the synagogue of Satan." That's your mama's side. I can't even say that's you because you Irish, but that's
You're-
your mama's
And
side.
the prophecy you're saying was written in what 600 AD?
What was written in
I thought we don't roll like that. I thought we only roll with the biblical Tanakh and the Torah. I thought we don't roll with the new prophecies. We
definitely rock with the New Testament. Definitely.
Okay, so rock with it. Again, just understand you're speaking to a true black man right now. And that I'm offended that you're claiming that my blackness is not coming out. And also,
you see what we do to people? This is what we do to this is what we do to people every week on my show. They come in one way and they leave a whole nother way.
They come in white and leave black because they understand.
Just for the record, Halsey,
it's awesome.
You can never be a black man.
I get affirmative action. I'm going to get welfare. I'm going to get all kinds of.
More white people are on welfare than black people. So you already beating all of this. Wait. And you Jewish people,
all of this cool shit right now.
Jewish people, y'all are really on welfare.
Abusing the system.
Y'all abusing
the system.
So you might not want to be the black welfare recipient because the Jewish welfare recipient is far better. You are far better.
That's right.
Thank your mama.
That's right. And are those the people that are talking right now that aren't there, by the way? I'm curious.
Now, just so I can clear up.
I'm curious. Wait a minute. No, I'm curious if those are the people that aren't really there.
That's how you know you've been beaten, Halsey.
That's right. Oh, no. You see, wait a minute.
He's going to cry on his
Twitter now. Cool, I won. I'm black. I won, and I got it. And I'm a reggae star now. And
oh my darling.
Hey, if you're a reggae star, spit some of that shit for me.
Dang.
You just missed it?
No, I didn't hear you.
Be loved or be loved. White reggae. That's what I'm saying. You know, Black Bob Marley, white reggae. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Get my imposter, man. Sing that shit, man. None of that bothers me. Like
I know it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother me either. What I'm doing is I'm just letting you know that I think that you're ridiculous. I think your black buddy Bob is ridiculous. I think your captain status is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I think that you are really studied at Tanakh, but the Revelation says, which is the New Testament, which was written thousands of years later.
I studied the Tanakh enough to know. I studied the Tanakh enough to know that you are a Jewish imposter.
I am a Jewish imposter. Cool, awesome.
Straight up and down.
I told you that I'm black now. I don't have to be an imposter.
No, you can't even be black. Is your father alive? Is your father?
Wait, can I get an N-word pass now?
Yeah, you're a wigger.
No.
Wait, can I get the N-word pass now?
You're not alive.
You're a wigger.
Your father.
I'm a wigger. Listen to the way you just said. You the wigger. Your Irish
daddy is ashamed of you right now.
I mean, seriously. I know. With the Irish father, you ain't black like me. I'm the black man. Black man. Right, Bob? Right, Captain? I'm saying I'm a lieutenant, so I'm going to salute you, Captain.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
You know?
Is your father alive right now? Is your father alive?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he's extremely disappointed in you.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, he's going to call you after the show and say, what the fuck was you thinking about claiming
he's
to be?
He's going to call me after the show and go, oh my God, you're fucking black? That's what he's going to say.
It's frozen?
Mm-hmm.
Halsey's being real racist right now.
I know, because I could switch it to Tazaryach.
What's up?
Yeah, we switch it back and forth.
What's that now?
Because they were saying that they only see me. Abadia wanted to make sure they saw you on the camera.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Tony Castle says, how come Halsey hates Jesus so much? Rig Pixel says...
He hates Jesus when he was the Jew. He was a real...
Rig Pixel says...
I don't hate Jesus. I don't think anything of Jesus.
All right. Rig Pixel says, Halsey and the Talmudic fallacies BTFO'd. Tony Castle says, so-called Halsey needs to study the Talmud. Herod Silvatizzi says, how come Captain knows more scripture than Halsey? Patrice O'Neill Groiper says,
I'm the shit. That's why.
Patrice O'Neill Groiper says, answer the question.
The people that aren't there are the ones going, that's right.
I never. Wait, 1 second, Killstream. I never said they weren't here, but they don't feed us. They're just they're just listening.
Oh no! First they weren't there. Now they're not listening.
They wasn't here, though.
Bob Marley's white. You're literally just.
I never said they wasn't here, though.
Oh, Danny
not
boy.
showing the scripture that shows your mom says you're an Israelite.
Like, and as I said,
I ain't gonna say no Killstream and read off the beautiful comment.
Listen, brother.
Read off the comment board, please.
Yeah, let me read them so we can take some calls, so we can get a few calls in here.
Oh yeah, let's get a few calls. Let's get a few calls.
Altabi says Jesus was the best tribe member. Rejoice him this Sunday. Let me also pull this back up. Okay. Patrice O'Neill Groiper wanted you to answer the question, Halsey, about the ritual earlier, but I don't think you didn't partake.
I already did.
No, about the
rabbis, which I said is a weird Hasidic sect that I
yeah.
fully acknowledge exists and I fully acknowledge is disgusting. So again,
he never answered if he got his penis sucked though.
Well,
I just told you I didn't. I'm not part of a weird Hasidic sect.
Ask your Irish father, ask your daddy if he let them suck your penis.
No.
Ask your black friend next to you.
Yeah, if you ain't get your penis sucked, then you really Irish.
If you ain't got an afro like your black friend next to you, then you ain't really black.
He got an afro though.
I know, which makes him black, which is awesome.
No,
and
that don't make you black, man.
Over my head.
Bob Ross had an afro. He's not black.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I hear you.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Killstream. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. Tony Castle mentioned the same thing.
I like Bob Ross.
I have a hernia says fuck your grandma and fuck your mama. Killstream 2020. Constantine's Com says something about neither of them are Jews. Christians are the true Jews, is what he said.
Lord.
Tony Castle mentioned the ritual again. Big Pixel says he mentioned that as well. Mr. Nose here says the black Israelites convinced me this man's an imposter. I think I read that one already.
That's right. That's right.
Tony Castle says answer question so-called English. Herbert Silvatici says, "Oh, Ralph size. That's what we're here for." Tony Castle says, "Why are you so mad?" Halsey Pensive Cowboy says, "Can I get a that's right for my dudes?" Jeffy.
That's right.
That's right.
You said that shit's so gay. That's right.
Listen, me being black is new. I'm new to this. I'm happy that I can be black now, and don't worry, I'll get better. I will.
It's funny as hell.
Stacy Marjorie mentioned something about the banking system. I won't read that. Old man, but thank you, Stacy. Old man Raster says Halsey BTFO. True as too. Let's see. Says Halsey knows something about the sex. I don't know the sex. SECTS. I'll go ahead and spell it out. Tony Castle says, "What does Talmud say about I don't know sex with 3-year-olds? I don't know."
Oh yeah, that's in there too. That's Yabama 60. Yabama 60A.
That shit is crazy, man.
I don't.
Y'all some child molesters.
What? All right. Skyfry says.
No, not you.
I know. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. I understand. But just thinking about the broadcast in general. Skyfry says everyone knows diddlers in the Catholic Church, but not so-called Jewish temple. Thanks, Captain Tazaryach. Sigma Zero says Talmudism literally warmed over Moloch worship. Terry J says, "Hi Halsey. This is a common question here on the Killstream. Hi Halsey, would you have rather met Adolf Hitler or Prince?"
Adolf Hitler.
All right, that was very quick. I think you beat.
Yeah, I asked for that the last time I was on the show. He said Adolf Hitler. Bibble said Adolf Hitler.
No, I said Adolf Hitler.
Are you
even though he barbecued your mama's people?
Yeah, like you would want to meet Hitler.
Oh, brah. We don't want to get into what whose people did to whose people.
That is crazy.
No
loyalty.
I told you he ain't Jewish.
Bob, I'm telling you, Bob. I'm telling you.
No way.
Man, killed his mama's people. You hate your mama, man.
No way.
You hate your mama.
I really do. I just hate my mama.
That nigga hate his mama, man. He ain't man.
It was all that matzah soup, huh? That's what it was. It was all that matzah.
You guys were talking about how we don't eat the unleavened bread, and now you're making fun of matzah. You see, I think you actually are a Jew. I think you were born something like Daniel Solomon.
It was the gefilte fish. That's what did it to you, right? That's why you want to meet Hitler.
Telling people that you were black. That's why you want.
That's why you want to meet Hitler.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that I think that you're actually a born Jew. Like I think you were one of those kids who went to Solomon Schechter. You know, your name's like Daniel Solomon or Ryan Fishbane or something like that, and then you met the captain over here and the general, and they told him English, and he was all like, "Oh, hell yeah.
it ain't English."
Yeah. No, Ryan Fishbane, right? That's your name. No, Goldberg.
But you shameful.
I know.
Damn,
I really am.
Is your mama alive? Is your mama alive?
I truly embraced my blackness.
Hey, Halsey. Is your mama alive?
I don't know. Is my mama alive? Because she might be ashamed because the Jewish man sitting next to me that's black and Puerto Rican,
she might be
really the robber.
She might be a Holocaust survivor. You said you
going to insult my mother now. Like, do you really think insulting my mother is a way that it's going to work? Like,
yeah, you look like you might be about 40 years old.
About who's been having their dicks up
during the whole Holocaust.
Let's talk about Mr. Fishbein over here.
Oh, your grandma
over here. Did you have your dick sucked by a rabbi?
Was your mama a Holocaust survivor?
Hey, bro, I'm not talking to you anymore. Hold on.
Was she a Holocaust survivor?
Was your mama a Holocaust survivor?
You're talking to a captain. Was your mama a Holocaust survivor?
Nope.
What about your grandmother? What about the grandmother?
She wasn't a survivor. No, she came at the beginning.
And so,
what does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, explain. Elaborate.
She
got crazy in Germany and she left.
Oh, she escaped Auschwitz.
So would your grandmother appreciate you wanting to meet Hitler?
Yep.
She would appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
You didn't ask me why.
Wait. So your grandmother, who escaped the Holocaust, escaped Hitler killing the Jewish people, would appreciate you wanting to meet Hitler?
So I could put a bullet in his head? Sure.
I doubt it.
I doubt
it. She would.
Yeah. Where's that?
Where's the boo? We're gonna boo you.
I don't believe you.
We don't believe you, man.
Listen, Fishbein, I understand that you don't believe it, but
you want to meet Hitler because the Irish in you loves Hitler.
The Irish in me loves Hitler.
Yes, the American in you loves Hitler. And
you realize that America won the war, right? They fought against Hitler. Like, remember that whole thing where America defeated Hitler?
The government
don't like Hitler. Don't like black people either.
I'm going to respond. The government did fight against Hitler, but Americans love Hitler.
Right. Americans, that's right. Again, the people that aren't there talking. But again, I digress. Go ahead.
All right, let me read these.
Wait, let me
Captain Fishbein had something more to say.
All right, go ahead.
Wait. Killstream said he wanted to take some calls.
No, I do want to get some calls in. Is all. That's why I was going to read through this.
A 90-minute cutoff, but I do want to let you get some calls in first.
All right, cool. Tony Castle says something about rabbis and boys. Cheeseburger 6 says arguing over fairy tales. All this is bullshit. Tony Castle says something about Halsey. Do you disavow those passages? Pensive Cowboy says biggest betrayal to Irish dad. Last name of English. Herbert Santici says, why did they need laws about child fucking? Rex Racer says,
This is the greatest show I've ever been on.
That shit is funny.
My noggin is a jogging.
Does America have laws about child fucking?
No, I don't know.
Wait, does Puerto Rico have laws about it?
He gonna cry in the tractor.
He gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry. No, black people don't cry. We don't have tear ducts.
Oh man, we done turned him into a black guy.
I am a black guy now.
That's right.
He done betrayed the Jew.
Wait.
Now he wants
no. Okay. All right.
Wait, let me finish. Let me let Killstream finish.
Right. Rex Racer mentioned something about a certain type of pass. Trez2 says, good show, Ralph. Thank you. Tony Castle says something about, I don't even know. Thank you, Tony Castle. Pixelated Zeus 420 says, wow, I'm Puerto Rican and I never was a Jew. That's right. Tony Castle says something else. I can't even read it. Studio IKN says, can Bibble become a recruit? And what is the process? Trez2 says, Halsey can't make an argument, only empty rebuttals. Out the Beef says, I already read that one. Jesus being the best tribe member. King Corbin says, settle it in a boneyard match. LOL. Tony Castle says, why are you so pissed off, Halsey? Honkamania117 says, easy peasy declares himself the true Jew. That's another YouTuber. Shout out to him. Godzilla37 says, wait, we don't hate Jews, just you, Halsey. Patrice O'Neill Groiper says, I love Jews. They are a light and a blessing. Tony Castle.
I think it's this one.
Tony Castle says, why does the Killstream hate Jews? We do not hate Jews at all. Rex Racer says, play the Medicare soundbite about Israel and Jews. I don't have that on me. Sigma Zero says, Halsey confirmed racist. Scrub Lord Man says, Black Israelites versus Westboro Baptist Church next. Trez too.
Yeah, let's get up in that Baptist.
You know what? Should we do that?
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do.
We can do it next week.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna see. I mean, everybody's in lockdown. They should be down. Like, I'll see if I can grab one.
They
of those.
in their house. They
bored. What else
they
are they doing? I mean, there's no funerals for them to go to.
Ain't no funerals. Ain't no churches.
It's only close family only. All right, yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, they'll probably be down for it too. Shout out to them. We'll get to Westboro. Yeah, shout out to the Westboro Baptist Church. Again, to come on the show, not endorsing their views. I want to make clear about
Hey, Killstream is good for that. He don't endorse shit.
No, I'm just the host, humble host.
Oh, you see that? He's the host.
Trez too said something about Halsey and rants. Herbert Silvatici says Halsey has lost the plot. Captain has composure. Lord Zenu WT Law says the captain brought the data and the facts. Halsey nothing. These are pretty negative.
Go get a horn drop for him. Yeah. Oh man,
That's right.
His friend's gonna clown the fuck out of him. He's gonna say, "You became black?
No way.
I am black now.
Black?
They can kick you out the land.
What's the other black guy's name again?
Hey, your friend's gonna take that flag out your house
Captain, what's your name?
after the shit is over. They're gonna take that flag.
Fishbine, what's your name again?
They're gonna take your mic.
I know they are.
You're a black
No,
guy.
I hear you. No, it's all good. Fishbine, what's your name?
God, that's funny.
I don't know, man. We got like five. Come on, I gotta.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Because we're gonna jump off.
Herbert Silvatici says, I don't think Killstream deserved Halsey slander. Smith Johnson 1 says Halsey being very anti-Semitic to the captain. Unstable says chat assumes no responsibility for Halsey's racism. Scrub Lord Man says, let me talk with Tazaryach. I speak jive, he says. Herbert Silvatici says, Jews weren't in Egypt. That's been disproved. Hoax. Skyfry says, out of breath and I love it. Alta Beef says, I don't hate. Fuck Halsey for that implication. Tony Castle says something about Halsey, fake American. True S2 says Halsey demands answers but doesn't provide them. Pensive Cowboy says Captain Yacht just finished Halsey's brie tonight. Powder Keg says Halsey lost the Tanakh out game. Michael Who's It says Halsey's credit score just went down. Oh. You know what? I'll read all these, but let's get some callers in.
Yeah, let's get a couple calls before we jump off.
Yeah,
all
let's
right.
get some callers in. Let's try.
All right,
okay. All right, Tundra Theory, you're on the Killstream. Go ahead.
Holy shit, dude! just when you think the retort has been aborted, you come out with this. Rack this one up. It is a fucking classic, buddy. But I can tell you this though. I can.
Whoever thought that.
Can we get a
so-called? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can we get Flava Flav on cam here? The guy in the background, the hype man. Is he not like? Who is this guy? Who's Flava Flav? Yeah,
the guy that's saying that's right.
Yeah, Flava Flav, your hype man.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say he's the hype man, but he's known for saying that.
That's right. Listen, I can fix this whole thing. I have a question. You don't need to no more debating or anything like that. I have a question I'm going to ask, and whoever can answer this correctly is the real Jew. All right. So here it is. All right. So if I take 1 hour to cook a batch of cookies, and the Cookie Monster has 15 ovens working 24 hours a day every day for 5 years.
then you can go fuck
How long does
yourself.
it take
That's
the Cookie
Yeah,
Monster?
yeah.
You can go
Fuck yourself, Halsey. Son
Yeah,
sent
fuck
me
you,
left.
fuck you,
Thank you,
you
sir.
bastard.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The answer was Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm done, Ralph. I'm done. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, thank you.
No.
Thank you, Halsey. Let's take
General
another.
Mayat wanted to be black. You was persecuting the Germans out there. Yeah.
All right, let's try another caller. Sedan, you're on the Killstream. Go ahead.
Hey, I got a question for the panel. If it takes 1 hour to cook a batch of cookies and the Cookie Monster has
No,
15
shut up.
ovens
Get
working
out,
24
get out,
hours
get
a
out.
day.
Get out.
Get him out.
Out of here, man.
The answer is Hitler.
Get out. No.
2 points so far.
The answer is not no. Just
Am I
no.
2 for 2?
Yeah,
2 for 2.
Apocalypse Lemon, you're on the Killstream. Go ahead.
Man, I have to say, I don't think a Jew's been nailed this hard to the cross since Jesus.
No, God. Thank you, Apocalypse Lemon.
These are your callers. I love it.
You know,
Devilish.
Oh my God! All right, let's keep going. Kropotkin, you're on the Killstream. Go ahead.
My question, it's too bad Halsey bitched out, but my question is, who did 9/11?
Who did 9/11?
Yeah, who's responsible for it?
I would say America's responsible for it. You ever seen that movie?
You don't think
the documentary?
You think the Mossad had anything to do with it?
You said who?
The Mossad, the Israel secret, secret police. They help with it.
Well, I did watch a documentary called Loose Change, and I just don't believe that a tower would fall like that invertedly without it being an inside job.
Yeah, well, I was just wondering if you had any more deep lore on that.
No,
any specific theories.
Yeah, I don't care. That's like white problems and shit, so I don't really care like that.
Yeah, great, guys.
That's a good answer. That was a good comeback. Hey, it looked like homeboy jumped off.
Yeah,
he jumped. He
quit.
Yeah,
he bowed out like
quit.
a bitch. He cried. He gonna cry in the car. I told y'all.
He jumped off. I guess the Cookie Monster thing kind of set him off. I'm not sure.
The whole thing. I think he went left when he said, "Yeah, my mom's Jewish, so I'm a Jew because my mom's Jewish."
I don't think he expected the. Yeah.
He wasn't ready. You're dealing with real people.
All right, let's keep going. Let's try to run through.
We'll take 2 more callers.
All right, let's try. Sika Lothar, you're on the Killstream. Go ahead.
I'm from north of the Yellow River. I'm one of the 6 million Mongols. One of the 6 million Mongols who are living in the great motherland. And I have a very Jewish question to ask the panel. It is concerning the impression of the great motherland, China, in the eyes of God's chosen people. If you could go to the show links, there's this poll that was done that showed that the Israelis have a 66% positive impression of China. And this is despite them owning the media that is very, very, in my opinion, very, very anti-China. Now, can the panel answer me why this is the case? Why do you love China so much, but yet spend these very anti-China talking points? Yes, thank you so much.
Anti-China?
I don't know what.
Did anybody make out what he was saying?
I don't know what he said.
Are you anti-China?
I'm anti-bats.
There's no situation where you would ever consider bat soup. That's what you're telling me.
No, I would never drink the bat soup or none of that shit. I try to tell people Chinese people is retarded. You just now, thanks to China, we all fucked up in America right now with all this got locked down in every zone. I can't even go to the gym. I can't even go to the gym right now because of China.
We only like the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, we like the Wu-Tang Clan.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We'll take one more. We'll take one more question.
We love the Chinese here on the Killstream. All right, let's keep going. Go ahead, Rabbi. You're on the Killstream. Go ahead.
Abigail Shapiro, are those real Khazar milkers or are they not?
That's not caller.
I don't know
I don't hear what he said.
Let's try. Yeah, we have to do another one. That he's mental.
Okay,
he's talking about Ben Shapiro's sister's tits. All right, go ahead, Tony Castle. You're on the Killstream. Tony.
Come on, Tony Castle. You
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you fine.
Go.
Dude.
Hello. Tony.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, what happened with Halsey? He left.
He left, yeah. He left.
Yeah, man, I had so many good questions for him. You diamond cut me, Ralph.
Yeah, he got smoked.
He left. I don't know.
He got smoked like a mug, man. What's your question, though, Tony?
Oh, no, I didn't have. I just had a question. Is there any time in the future that maybe, like for a white guy such as myself, could I ever join you guys? Could I become a Black Hebrew Israelite?
I tell you what you could do. This is what I told the last time I was on the show. What you could do. You got a bank account?
Yeah, I do.
This is what you do.
I can buy my way in.
No, this is what you could do, man. Go to your bank account, empty that motherfucker out, and then bring it to the school and just leave it. Now you can't come in, but we'll sure take your money. But you can't come in.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Just cut the check.
Yeah,
Thank you, Captain Tazaryach.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on, man. Hey, you got to get them
so
pastors you mentioned, that church you mentioned.
Yeah.
You got to do that next.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to set that up. I really hope that comes through Westboro Baptist versus. Oh, come on.
Yeah, man. And if they have a better decor, we even kill. So however they give it, that's how we respond. So
what did you think about Halsey tonight? What did you think?
Halsey, I thought for some reason I thought he was gonna be better prepared. Like I don't know if you could see my screen, but I had like books and stuff. I thought I was gonna have to pull out all these books of history, but he seemed like I don't think he we was going to actually be intelligent on the subject. So he probably didn't think he thought he was going to freestyle, but it didn't work out. But again, I appreciate it because anytime we could be on the show, you said you had like 2,000 views.
Yeah. Some people are mentioning you for early Hall of Fame induction. Actually, we just did a Killstream Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Put me in the Hall of Fame, man. Give me a plaque. Give me all that shit. I want all that.
It's being mentioned. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I thank y'all for letting us come on the show. You set it up. You let me know I know you do your show every Tuesday. So if it's next Tuesday, we ready to go. If it's a Tuesday after, we ready to go. You just let me know.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'll get at you, man.
All right. No problem.
Thanks for having me.
Stay safe. Stay safe out here. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, stay safe, guys. All right. Peace out. Thank you.
Peace out.
All right.
Clip that. No, don't clip us. Clip.
Oh.
All right, now we'll switch over to Discord. That was a good meeting. We'll give you 5 stars there, Google. All right, let me switch. Wow. That was amazing. I don't think there's any other way around it. Gator, did you hear? I don't know. That was epic. Even more epic than I could have ever imagined, actually.
This is the greatest fucking episode in Killstream history.
Yes, dude. Wow.
They were arguing about dick sucking.
I can't.
That's right.
That's right.
I hate that Halsey left early. I wish he would have stuck around. I mean, I can't control the callers, obviously. You know, we were having a fun discussion. We were having a fun discussion. We don't hate.
It's not our fault Halsey got bent out of shape about it.
Got a little testy there, didn't I?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Certain practices started getting called into question.
I think I think chat has their clear winner already.
Yeah, and we have a poll over on entropystream.live/the Ralph Retort. And I showed it a few minutes ago. Who's winning? I guess now you can just make that who won. Captain Tazaryach at 24, Halsey at 8. That is the score over there. So let me read a few of these. Let's see. We didn't get to read them all, of course. The Halsey's credit score, and I mean, I did lose at a certain point reading some of these because they were pretty funny. It was hard to keep. It was hard to keep a straight face.
Hard to keep an even keel of your composure here.
It was really hard. It was really hard to keep even keel, for sure. Shouting at Cloud says the Killstream is an accurate representation of USA. Super Sasha X says we all is Kangs and shit. Terry J says I bet Halsey picks Prince because he likes wiener and butts. He didn't though, and that did a whole side quest that I didn't even see coming. With the you picked Hitler. Oh man, what even
that was fucking wild.
That was McCarthy was right. Says followers of Christ are the true heirs of Israel. Super Sasha X says, why is you got to do the Killstream dirty like that? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel. He said he was talking about, I guess, some people in the chat or whatever, but I don't know. I did take issue with that myself. Scrublord Man says this debate, my Semitism is truer than yours. I have a hernia. Says some love him, some hate him. Jury's out on Hitler. Hawkamania 117 says cry white boy, that's right. True S2 says Nick Fuentes versus the Captain on Christianity. Oh my god, the Captain wow. If we have the Westboro thing happen, how fucking insane would that be?
Holy shit,
that would be some next level shit.
I'm gonna work on that as soon as I get off the air. And by the way, if you haven't in with the Westboro people already, email me Ralph at theralphreport.com. We want to get that going as quick as possible. 2 weeks max. Let's just fire it up, Gator. Don't you think that's right?
Absolutely. Let's make this shit happen.
Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get this going. Let's get the next match going. That's what I think. Jay Dyer versus the Captain. Oh my god. That might just break everything.
Break the internet there.
Harold Silvatici says, did I ask the best question? RE child fucking, do you get a prize? No. But I don't know. Good question.
I would say that's the best question, though. That got the best response out of people.
Yeah, that's true. DF Williams,
yes, it did.
DF Williams says Medicare versus Destiny win. I don't know. Trez2 says Halsey raged and just left over cookies. Yes. DF Williams with the diamond. Rex Racer says Halsey loses by forfeiture. Fucking pussy. Quamp Bomb says the new total, something about some number. Then he says RIP Halsey the imposter. Godzilla 37 says Ralph, despite Bibble's constant interruptions, best show ever. Smith Johnson 1 says, great show, Ralph. Duvid should debate Captain next. He's Orthodox. Oh my god.
You should ask if anybody in Destiny Spheres wants to have a crack at JLP, by the way.
Yeah, I gotta try to set something with JLP this week. Not Destiny though, because he's already done several conversations.
No, ask if somebody in Destiny,
ask
Destiny
if he knows somebody
that really wants
a
to crack at JLP.
is who they're kind of talking about. They kind of want a female. I don't know. We'll see what I can.
I can probably. I'll ask and see if I can find one.
Yeah, see if you can find a female. That'd be great. Green Danger says a man denied his Khazar milkers. Press F for Rabbi. Rabbi Shekels says Ralph denied the Khazar milkers question. Shame. 40 ice cream from Salvo Praxis. Terry J says, I know you don't love my bit, but it tends to work. Thanks. It does actually. For some odd reason, that Hitler versus Prince question, there's a reason I keep asking it, even though it's fucking asinine. Is because it tends to be good responses. This. Yeah. Go ahead.
If he asks the question, he doesn't not love your bit. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to ask that question.
Yeah.
I could easily just say, "Oh, I'm not gonna ask that. Thank you." And I've done that before. But the reason I keep asking it is because it just tends to produce laughs almost every single time. So yes, very good bit actually. All right, I think I'm. Oh, there are a couple stream elements. Let's see. Massachusetts fan says, will you have a blood sport with someone from the Komet community, Captain Yak? I think Captain Yak's down to do whatever. He seemed like it. Westboro seems to be next on the agenda. If we can make that happen, I don't know. But Westboro's definitely right there on the target list. Metaphorically, we don't want to hurt Westboro. metaphorically for show's purposes on the target list. Dead Kulak says, somewhere in Australia, Randbot is laughing himself to tears. Shlomo Sands says, Palestinians may have been descendants of Jews. Sheldon Richmond wrote a book about how a lot of the stories of Jews being exiled from Israel were fake, and that there were a group of Jews who stayed around and became Palestinians before the Zionists came. Smegma Slurper says, I wish every black guy was as spaced and calm as this black man is right here. Keep preaching, brother. Unarmed Black Man says, invite the real Jews to our annual Killstream Columbus Day special, where Ralph will do a rain dance using a bottle of whiskey to honor Columbus for his great and honorable actions. I didn't realize I had signed up for that.
Too late to back out now.
Well, fuck. I mean, if the people really want that, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Muku Joe says, let it be said in this legendary stream that Haru Okumura, yes, is best girl.
Yeah, that's still not how you say Futaba.
No. All right. Now, they're saying verbal contract in the chat. I don't know about that. Now, should we? There still are some callers. Should we bring them in anyway, or?
Yes.
That's right.
All right, Swami, go ahead.
Oh, wait, shit, am I on?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right. I had a really good question for the Black Israelite guy.
Oh man.
I really wanted to, because I'm Puerto Rican, so I really wanted him to answer the old PQ, if you will, if I'm an actual Jew or not.
He seemed to be anti-PQ. Like, he seemed to be anti.
See, now I'm wondering, am I really Jewish or not? I mean, I don't know. It kind of scared me a little.
By the way, rave reviews for the episode on Twitter. I can't get over that. People saying Captain Yacht needs to be on every week. I just saw a tweet about that. I haven't checked the DMs yet. I'll have to look at that after the show. But yeah, well, he'll be back. We're gonna try to do the Westboro thing. I'm pretty keen on that. If that can happen.
If it's half as good as the show was tonight, it'll be fucking amazing.
If that can happen, but we have to, man, the Westboro people got to put a little bit of the show on, just a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what goes. Maybe we'll host that on Entropy. I'm not sure, but we have to make that happen, one way or the other. We'll see.
Hey Ralph, you gonna change your name on Twitter to Ralph Killstream now?
Yeah, dude, what was up with Halsey hating on the Killstream so much, dude?
I don't know, but Captain Yacht was pro Killstream all the way. I mean, I think we refer to Halsey as well. Now, I mean, some of the super chats, I get, it does get annoying to sit there and listen to, just super chat rolling on you. And then they got to laughing, and I finally couldn't control myself. Some of the jokes were actually just hilarious. The credit score run, I just lost my shit. I couldn't.
Credit score one was too good.
I couldn't keep it up anymore. I mean, basically, so it was too.
Yeah,
it was too
it's
funny.
not like he didn't know what he was getting into. I mean, it always gets a little spicy on the Killstream.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you, caller. I appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks, man. Good job.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jungle Man, go ahead. You're on the Killstream.
What an amazing show, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Well, since I want to point out something that happened here that I think is very important, because part of their theology is not wrong. When he spoke about the Gospel of John, how Halsey was portraying himself, you could see that the Israelites maintained their posture. They were respect at all times. And Halsey just buried himself with the people. And it becomes clear to anybody who listens to this show that this is truly the spawn of Satan, and they will do the wills of his father, of course.
I don't.
I mean, it says in John 8:44, but anyway, I got a suggestion for Halsey since he's not here. Maybe he's listening. If he wants to hide, he can hide in my oven. I promise I won't make barbecue.
Jungle Man.
No.
Disavow. Jungle Man. No.
You went too far.
Please. Everybody, don't say this in D-Live chat. You can go over to the Entropy stream chat and say whatever you want.
No, don't say that, no matter where the fuck you are.
No.
No, entropy you don't have to moderate, right?
Yeah, no, not quite like that. All right.
Well, don't actively fed post.
Yeah. Disavow. All right. Let's keep going. Dark Taco, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say this show was amazing. And I didn't know about the rabbi priest doing those things to children. I didn't know that. That was fascinating to learn. So yeah, epic black Israelite man. Gotta say, I don't want to hear. Now that I know that, I don't want to hear anybody say shit about Catholics anymore. I don't want to be told, "Oh, what about Catholic priests?" every time I'm arguing with a special individual on Twitter. So epic life, epic kill stream. Loved it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. By the way, you're coming in with a little bit of. Oh, he cut out right after that.
It's a true Israelite, not black Israelite. Thank you.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh my god! All right.
You can hear Ralph in his wits end. He's trying so fucking hard.
I'm sorry, Ralph. Please, I apologize for interrupting during the show.
We had to take disciplinary action against the caller there a few moments ago. That's why I was off screen, and we have to announce these things because we're on D Live, and we have to make sure that we make that known. All right. Let's keep going. Amazing. I think I already read that. Amazing says, amazing show, Ralph. Keep it up. Keep it up, sir. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, really.
We shall see. We're doing our best here to keep it up. All right. Let's see. I think there's one more caller. Bugman, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead, sir. Bugman,
are you there?
Bugman.
I feel like he's called in before and not said anything.
Nah, he's a fucking...
He's bugging out. He's bugged out. Oh well.
Now, do we have to do the Monday Matt thing? I really don't even know if I want
Yes,
to.
we do.
That's
we have to drag Monday Matt through the mud and just every single time.
Why? Oh.
Because it makes you money.
I know.
That's right, Jarbo. Cry, Jarbo.
Cry, Jarbo, cry. I know, you're right, but ugh. He made a video on Susie Lou. Last night we did a segment on Susie Lou.
Yes, he did.
Famous.
So,
flag.
Is it confirmed now, basically, that Matt is watching us right now?
Yeah, he's watching right now.
Hi, Matt.
He's definitely 1,000% watching right now. Also, the poll has it over on entropystream.live/the Ralph Retort. It has a Captain Tazaryach 29, Halsey 9. You can vote there. You can also donate there and everything. Okay. Now, let me see if I can pull this up. All right. I have too many tabs. Speaking of Matt. All right. Here goes the link. There's also a trailer to the Cuck movie that I wanted to play.
Hey, everyone. How's it
going? A remix on that. Okay. Now, I have the Susie Lou video pulled up. Hold on. Let me turn off.
Hey, everyone.
uBlock first so we can see. Oh, it's underwater. Well, no, it's not quite. It's 76 likes, 69 dislikes. Of course, we don't advocate liking or disliking the video. Just judge it on its own merits. Matt Jarbo, we want to give full credit. Of course, this is fair use and everything. So
I have a feeling that this is going to probably be the most engagement on any video that he's made in the last 6 months.
Most likely so. Let's go ahead and hit it. You guys got it pulled up?
Yep.
All right, let's hit it right now.
Hey, everyone. How's it going? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is going to sound so cliche right off the bat. This is not a video I wanted to make. For the last year and a half, I've wanted to just move the hell past the Killstream incident.
The Killstream incident.
I just want to move on with my life, and you
now
know,
wait a
I've
minute.
had stumbles with like picking fights with people or getting into fights with people, but that whole stuff, I'm not involved with any of it.
Wow.
Trying to move on past my life, and unfortunately, I keep getting equated to Susie Lou, and I keep getting constantly compared to Susie Lou. Now, listen, I messed up. There is no question about that, okay? But my level of messing up and what I actually legitimately did versus what she has done is so uncomparable, non-comparable, not even in the same damn league. But I still get compared to her all the way. And I do want to point out that Susie Lou is a big problem. She's a big problem for not only expression and freedom of speech here on the platform, but for abusing
is,
her position of privilege
10 out
and
of 10
power by
graphics
having
right here.
apparently a YouTube contact that is more than willing to act as her judge, jury, and executioner. She's got her own Judge Dredd that apparently works at YouTube, so to speak. This is the rumor that I've been hearing. But I wanted to talk about the situation here involving Tipster. Now, before I jump into this, I just want to make this abundantly clear. Tipster, in my opinion, is a massive, duplicitous cunt waffle.
Now, wait a minute!
I do not like this dipshit because he has openly lied about me. I have sent him evidence and told him to talk to people who could corroborate what I'm telling him, and he chose to ignore it, but leak our DMs in order to gain internet clout, but yet still, for some reason, always tries to follow me on Twitter, regardless of all the times I make him not follow me on Twitter. I think he's a duplicitous asshole. I do not like him.
You sound upset, Matt.
But he doesn't deserve this crap that's going on. Even if he wants to spread fake news about me, I don't think he's been wrong about Susie because there's been so much that's gone on. So anyway, this is what popped up from Reclaim the Net the other day. Saying here, YouTube strikes Tipster News and removes his Susie Lou videos after they were flagged for harassment. And look, YouTube has got very loose definitions of what is considered harassment. And even though Tipster himself is, I would say, I think he's lighter on the harassment.
He's so boring.
I don't want to say harassment. Criticism. I want to amend that. Criticism. He's lighter on the criticism than other people. Clearly, he struck a nerve with her for things that he has said. And I know a thing or two about underskin, striking nerves and things like that, okay? Like I said, I've made my mistakes.
Bad headspace.
There's that. There's no denying that information is out there. But this has got to stop. YouTube has got to do something about Susie Lou. This is a problem.
What?
Now, people have accused me of having the same kind of connections. I have. I do not have those connections. Trust me. I do not have those connections. All right. The people I've talked with at YouTube have been more about how do I regrow versus anything else. Not about, let me give you a list of targets and you take, none of that's ever happened. Because I realize that that's not the way to go about things. But Susie doesn't care. She violates copyright off of anime. She uses the DMCA system completely inappropriately, which is a violation of our own legal copyright standards here in the United States. And apparently she's got some serious help on the side, and I don't get it. I personally do not get it. Whatever you want to think about me, I'm nowhere near her. I have to say that because I'm tired of being compared. I get the comparison. I'm not dumb. I get the comparison. But I guarantee you,
this video's 11 minutes. I want to fucking kill.
Now, it says here that reaction YouTuber Susie Lou is a controversial figure in the YouTube community, with several creators accusing her of false flagging critical videos in order to get them taken down. And the controversy surrounding her recently was reignited when YouTube struck down several videos about Lou from the Tipster News channel after they were flagged for harassment and cyberbullying. Tipster's he's milquetoast. I mean, yeah.
Now wait a minute.
He'll say one thing to your face, and
that's my fucking word, you asshole.
That's his word. You can't say that word.
He tries to keep it clean. The Tipster News channel has been also hit with a community guideline strike, which means he will be unable to upload or stream for a week. That ain't right. That ain't right. Because, look at this one here. Susie Lou's reveals master plan to continue stealing anime. Look, all you have to do is look at any bit of the anime stuff, and it's like, this is straight up. This is not fair use. Sitting there and watching the anime, having the video on screen, reacting to it on screen, is not fair use. Not in the way that she's going to argue, because what you have is a multitude of other facets involved with the licensing of that. Now, I'm not going to get to the whole thing, but there's many different facets that go into that one. But
man, I can't. I have to pause it for a second at 5:16 because I just want to beat my own brains out. Not any violence against him. I hate life listening to that much unadulterated movement. It just makes me really sad. Wolf Badger over on entrystream.live/the Ralph Retort says, Bausch, the kill stream is finished. Ralph, hold my maker's mark. Well, you never know what we'll come up with around here. Let me check stream elements as well. Sika Lover says, what sort of China-loving Jew says China is retarded? None of you are Jews. None of you. All right. Billy FU says, get Ghost on. I want him to get BTFO'd over just admitting he's for open borders. Let's see. Harold Silvatici says, Killstream incident, explain please. We need a wiki. That's when he was exposed on the Killstream. I believe it was August 9th or 8th, 2018. It's called the Boulder Stream, or Monday Matt Can't Melt Steel Beams was the official name of that episode. So yeah, it's one of the more famous ones, or infamous ones, whatever you want to call it, in the Killstream lore. So, yeah, I mean, we could go into that. I think it's pretty well known though, right? He got exposed for flagging when he said he didn't. We got struck down the same night. He still claims he didn't do that. And he originally came on this stream to disavow doing that. And in the course of the stream, he got exposed. It was like it was like a movie watching it unfold. So yeah, that's one of the Killstream classics.
All-time classics. Matt had to show his flagging history. Nothing will ever be as great as the deathly silence when Zidane just popped in and was like, hey Matt, you can show your flagging history, right? And Matt just you could hear his
heart
bowel
just sinks.
just go.
Oh man, yeah. So that's the history there. Now it's available. I might re-upload it on the BitChute channels, or it's not actually on the podcast feed either. So that seems unfair, right? For all the podcast gang. So maybe I'll do it with a new intro or something like that for the podcast as well.
Fun fact, that episode was the episode before we started using Zencast. Because the first episode was the Masterson Medicare Mega Show.
Yes, literally the very first episode on Zencast, the podcast feed now, is the day after the Monday Matt Boulderversary episode. So I don't know. I think I need to rectify that by putting that on.
Do you have the first part of that episode by any chance as well?
Possibly. Yeah, you mean
that was the Polly the polar bear part? So, yeah, you could take both of those episodes, put them together, and upload them together.
Now, that part's
one.
really rare. Now that's where we got kicked off. See, I've talked about this before, but we got kicked off the channel we were on because we were playing that video. Then the actual Boulder, the Boulder stream happened on Scratchpoint's channel. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see. I think I might have that piece, but I'm not 1,000,000% sure. All right, we've taken all the callers. There was, God damn it, do we have to play the rest? Oh fuck, I know he shows his history later on in the video or something.
Wait, does he really? Oh, let me see if I can find that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's just go to 8:33 because I have to skip some. I can't read all that. Listen to all that. Shinchan256B says, shit, I missed it. Schoolwork to do. It was good. I think the show tonight was pretty good. Yeah.
I think so. It was a wild ride.
Yeah, we're kind of winding it down now. All right, let's see. Let's play it. I'm at 8:33. You guys ready?
Yep.
That's right.
Let's hit it right now.
They are flat out wanting to make this bigger than it is, right? And so, look, I will just be. Hold on. I will just to put it to fucking bed. All right. To put it to bed right now. Let me bring up my report history live. This is live. Bring up my report history, and you can compare it to the original.
Here we go.
Report history. That was there. That was shown on the Killstream back in August of 2008. I figure, fuck it. If I'm talking about it, it's going to get brought up probably.
Just show it. Just fucking show it, Matt. Just do it.
This is it. This is my report history from then. You can see it's the same goddamn content. Now, some videos have been taken down, and that's because those channels went down. A lot of them related to Tonka and those kind of stuff. But this is everything. This is the whole page. That's
Back in the deal.
That's fucking it. All right. Was it right? No. Was it wrong? 100%. But this is all it was. Not hundreds of videos, not thousands of videos, nothing of the sort. More than I shouldn't have done it, 100%. But still, just to be abundantly clear on that front, this is where we find ourselves on the subject.
But it wouldn't show
I'm gonna talk about this. I gotta
your
share it.
videos
So there you guys
that he
go.
flagged.
That's my report history. Screen cap that, share it, fucking clip it. I don't give a shit. Whatever, it's out there. That shit hasn't changed. Period. Full stop. So yeah, when it comes to Susie Liu, it's a problem because it impacts everybody. It violates the system. And as a person who's been in that situation,
violates the system.
No, it's not right. It's not right. She's a problem. This has got to be handled. YouTube has got to stop enabling this.
Maybe they should go handle Monday Matt.
If she's got someone that's helping her out,
Monday Matt's handled himself.
That person needs to be talked to, and that person needs to be, I would argue, re-educated about the tenets and values of free speech and opinion on YouTube. And this is something that YouTube keeps saying that they're doing. And obviously, there's, I don't know. It's happened to Tipster. Again, milquetoast, banal, annoying, duplicitous cunt waffle, but can still have his fucking opinion. Anyway.
Fuck off, Matt. I can't listen anymore.
What a crybaby.
I can't listen. Just
Wait,
you know what? I'm ashamed that we even played that. That was disgraceful. That was... Ugh. Go ahead, Boo.
No, he just said that it's not going to show all the Tonka stuff because those channels aren't still around. So it's not going to show all the ones from your old channel that he flagged, right?
No, it won't show. Also, they said I needed to... Yeah, you're right. I should get my thoughts on that video. My independent thoughts. I don't advertise, You can vote how you want. Now, here goes the link.
Vote your conscience, chat.
Yeah, vote your conscience. I don't want to advocate for either way. Old Man Raster says, legendary show, Ralph cannot abort. We've had a pretty... You know what? I had a good feeling about tonight, but it just far exceeded it, honestly. I was really happy. I hate that Halsey got a little... As I mentioned, he seemed to get a little upset, but we'll see. I'll try to talk to him after. They were going hard. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm the moderator, so I'm not going to take a position, but just objectively speaking, they were going pretty hard.
I think they could get charged with a hate crime. I mean, Halsey did identify as black by the end of that, so.
It was, yeah. Shinchan 256B says, Killstream best re-education camp. I know Susie Liu. Or Killstream, I don't know. The best re-education camp I know, and then he just says Susie Liu. I'm not sure how to read that.
I don't think we're really a good education camp. Monday Matt still refuses to learn his lesson.
He said today he would come on if I apologized for letting his girlfriend get doxxed in the Discord, which didn't happen. Somebody posted the baby registry that he had advertised on his Twitter, and then, of course, people saw where they were at or whatever, but that was not at my direction. Somebody
that was Kiwi Farms. That wasn't you.
Yeah, well, somebody posted that. That wasn't me. Like, what do you mean? Why would I apologize for that? I had nothing to do with that. I don't know. Whatever.
Look, Matt. Let's just put it. Let's put it like this, Matt. If you come on the kill stream, we will absolve you of all of your worldly sins. All right?
No, fuck that. I'm not absolving shit. Just come on the kill stream and stop being a bitch.
Well, you don't tell him that, Jesus, Ralph.
No, just come on the kill
stream. If he
stream.
comes onto the stream, then it can only go better for him. If he takes his lumps like a man, people probably stop fucking with him, to be honest. But I don't think I don't think that's going to happen.
By the way, somebody said
have
Ralph
a casual
sounds...
conversation with Dame Pesos. Yeah,
somebody
said, exactly.
Somebody said Ralph sounds sick. Now my voice is just going out a little bit. But yeah, that's what he said. And then
Ralph's been chain smoking, trying to avoid the corona.
And then somebody said, "Yeah, no, that's an immunity now. Apparently, if you smoke." Which I don't believe, but whatever. But yeah, he said that on some, I don't know, YouTube comment or something. It's like, well, no, I'm not going to apologize for that. I mean, I don't avow that or anything. I never fucking called up his girlfriend or anything like that or suggested that was a good thing to do. I don't think it is. But, he put that out himself. They were advertising that, trying to get free gifts for their fucking baby and shit, which is fine, but, if somebody else picks it up, I mean, that's what's going to happen, right, Gator? I mean, you gave that out, right?
He played himself. That's exactly what happened.
I don't know. I disavow, but I had nothing to do with it, so whatever. Let's see. Quambomb87 says, "Where are my fries? Why is there gravel in my burger?" That's not good. Gravel in your burger is not tasty. I think I'm caught up. Let me play this trailer here. Do you guys have it pulled up? It's Klein. 2020. Apparently.
Yes. Yes.
Klein 2020. Let me see. The guy who made it, I want to make sure I read it. I can't see it. Read the name out because on mine it doesn't show because I have the uBlock hardcore on. What's the name of the channel?
Stonebearer.
Stonebearer. Okay. There we go. Stonebearer. Let's play it right now. Projection, the definition from Wikipedia.
People were unsubscribing from Ian over this.
Oh, shit.
People were outraged, disappointed. To those people, whoever, if they are watching this, I just want to speak directly to the camera, and I want you to hear this. You are the most unfuckable, repulsive creature. Sad. You're simple. You're a simpleton. You're a simple mind. I'm just saying, you're concerned about other people's relationships instead of improving your own physical appearance and your own ability to attract women.
All you gotta do is follow the script.
Can you do that, Ronnie? Can you follow the script?
You are a vile slime of a human that nobody will ever want you because you're so pathetic. I'm not calming down. It's the saddest shit I have ever fucking heard in my history on the internet today. It's sad.
Wow, this got Oscar written all over it.
To fucking care about.
Are you ready to take the red pill? Or are you just another cuck?
Klein 2020. Wow, that's got some Oscar Awards buzz if I've ever seen it. Bibble.
I think it'll make more than $0.
I think so too.
With the backing of the Killstream behind it, yeah, of course.
Oh,
yes, we have to put it over the top. Let's see. I mean, I think there's some Corona stories. Do we even want to cover that? I feel bad even adding on to the Israeli debate here, whatever we want to call it, Black Israeli versus Ashkenazi, whatever the fuck we were calling that, Gator.
As I called it, blood libel sports.
I see Rand Paul's back, recovering at the hospital, volunteering now. Apparently, I don't know if you saw that. Corona still.
Yeah, so he can spread Corona to everybody else that's there. Good job, Rand.
He's determined to catch it, ain't he? He's like, I didn't get it the first time. Get it this time.
731 dead in New York, I guess. What was that, yesterday? There was also this that I did want to share this, though. If I do wrap up early, I did want to share this. Let me see if I can find the story. Did you know, I mean, I did know this, but I don't think we talked about it enough, that the bubonic plague actually came from China. Did you know
That's
that?
true, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it originated in China. Let's see. First emerged in China more than 2,600 years ago. The disease spread towards Western Europe along the Silk Road, starting more than 600 years ago, and then to Africa. Plague even came to the U.S. from China via Hawaii in the late 19th century. 2,600 years ago, it started in China before reaching Europe via Central Asia's Silk Road trade route, according to a study of the disease's DNA signature. The findings flesh out long-held suspicions about the Chinese origins of the plague, which killed an estimated third of Europe's population in the Middle Ages. Also had to mute myself so I could cough. An international team of scientists sequenced 17 strains of Y. pestis, I guess that's how you say that, building a genetic family tree of pathogens that mutated from a common ancestor. The results indicate that plague appeared in China more than 2,600 years ago. France's Museum of Natural History, which took part in the research, said it spread towards Western Europe along the Silk Road, starting more than 600 years ago, then to Africa, probably by an expedition led by Chinese seafarer Zhang He in the 15th century. Then they talk about it coming to the U.S. as well. I thought that was
Spanish flu was also from China originally. H1N1, SARS. It's funny. All of these terrible, horrific diseases all seem to come from the same place. It gets monogon jogging a little bit here.
It really is kind of astonishing when you think about it. All these deadly diseases. What's going on?
Wipe out, massive amounts of global populations. It's weird that they all seem to come from the same exact place over and over and over throughout history.
Edward Silvatici says, and Red Flu 1978 was from China as well. Huge. And then it says huge, no S. So also I saw Medicare tweet a stat that H1N1 had infected 60 million, and it was the same amount dead as like about 400,000 infected with coronavirus. So that was the black pill stat, I guess, of the day. That wasn't a very fun thing to read, but well, we'll see. Gator, let me ask you this. I'll go around the panel and then I'll sign off because, I'm just adding on now. But what day do you think we're going to kind of reopen for business here?
I think we will get to the end of the month, and I think we will reopen by April 30th. That is actually, maybe let's say, because April 30th is a Thursday, so I will say May 4th. I will say May 4th, everything will reopen. He'll announce it probably earlier that week. But, the way I'm looking at it, it seems like a lot more people in Trump's camp are bullish on this. They think that they're looking at the numbers and it seems to be going down. I think they're going to make that decision to go and reopen because we're just getting killed economically. I actually kind of disagree with that because here is what I think is going to happen. We're going to reopen at the end of April, beginning of May, and everybody thinks that this thing is done. And so everybody's going to go full retard. And then the cases are going to skyrocket all over again.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it could go either way, just depending on how Trump feels. And of course, still certain states could still, be locked down or whatever, absent.
At a bare minimum, Washington State, California, New York, Florida all have to remain locked down because people there can't be trusted to not be stupid, I guess.
What about you, Flamenco? What do you think?
It depends if we get another large-scale outbreak in another city. If Chicago or something like that, because it doesn't seem to be happening in LA, but if we get like another large or even like a moderately sized community-sized outbreak, I think we're probably going to see an extension, probably at least until the end of the summer. That also depends on whether or not we actually get like viable treatments. If we get a viable treatment, then we're probably going to see a massive rush to open back up after that.
All right. What about you, Bibble?
I agree with Gator. They're going to try and open it up way too soon, either the end of this month or next, and then that's going to push it forward probably past the end of this year.
Why didn't you ask Captain Tazaryach about Dungeons and Dragons? That's what I was going to ask you.
I absolutely forgot. There was nothing in my mind except...
Why didn't you ask him? That would have been epic.
Except Halsey saying that he was black. That's the only thing that kept playing in my mind over and over and over again.
You know what? I don't usually go back and listen to our shows. I'm just going to be honest because I just... maybe I should, but I very well might go back and re-listen to this one.
You need to.
Yeah,
this is one you should. By far,
I think I have to. Honestly,
Halsey lost his fucking mind. It's the greatest thing.
I think I can't comment on that, but I think I do have to go back and listen to this. It was something else. So again, D&D, April 12th, 5 p.m., dlive.tv/Bibble, youtube.com/Bibble. Flamenco, I don't know if you're streaming tonight or Gator is, or both of you guys are
streaming tonight.
Wait, who's... Wait, what?
I'm streaming tonight, so it's going to be entropystream.live/Bibble, and we're going to have Hollywood Bibble.
You're going to stream on Entropy, so okay, good.
Yeah, I tested it out earlier. It seemed to work.
Did you?
Yeah.
So we're doing the pass-through, basically, where the D-Live stream shows up over there on Entropy, but you can also stream straight from Entropy as well.
Well, no, I'm not streaming from Entropy.
Oh, okay, you're going to pass it through. Okay.
I'm going to do a pass. Yeah.
Okay, well, you can still
it
do
doesn't
it the other
matter.
way, too.
Yeah, you want to go to entropystream.live/Bibble and watch because we're going to be doing Hollywood Bibble Well, I don't even know what the hell we're gonna watch. Let me check real quick, and I'll tell you what we're gonna watch because I put up a poll and people were voting on it. So I don't know exactly what it looks like. Bloodsport. We're gonna watch Bloodsport tonight.
All right. Enjoy, gentlemen. I don't know if anybody else is doing anything. Just plug your shit though.
I'll probably stream to just tell people to go watch Bibble.
All right, go ahead, Gator.
Yeah, after Bibble's show, I'll play some video games for just a little while.
Very good.
I meant to do it this afternoon, but I had a shitload of stuff to do.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. And you had to write the paper. Was that yesterday or today? All my days are running together now from the lockdown.
That was that
was yesterday, right?
weekend.
Yeah, okay. That was Sunday to Monday. You've been working hard. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. I was very happy with this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself as well. Enjoy. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, see everybody on Bibble's channel after.
There you go. Again, Bibble's channel is, let me read this, entrybystream.live/Bibble, of course, dlive.tv/Bibble as well. But we're going to try to use Entropy kind of as a sidearm here, and you can stream directly on Entropy too, as I mentioned. So we'll probably try to do some stuff like that, maybe some side projects over there. It's also just another super chat option similar to Stream Elements. Now, whatever you're comfortable with, it doesn't really matter. But uses Google Pay, same thing that YouTube Super Chats uses. Let's see. Shinchan256B says Louisiana has to stay locked down too. Sancho13 says, did you see Rand's latest interview on his YouTube? Yeah, with the Predators, Catch a Predator type people. I saw a little piece of it. They're talking about coming on the Killstream as well. Congratulations to Rand on that interview. Check that out. YouTube.com/RandBot2020. Godzilla37 says, history will record USA Empire brought down by the flu. Rex Racer says, Bibble, play Resident Evil with me. You promised. Drumboy02 says, great show, Ralph. Best blood sports ever. Well, if you're saying it, I won't argue. Silver Praxis says, GG. And you know what I say? BB for bye-bye. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed the kill stream tonight. That's it. Farewell.
Want a peacefully, some said the kill stream. They drown a peacefully, some said the kill stream. The other night, friends, when I went to him, I saw the kill stream had been struck down again. Secret flags and reports, but we all know who's to blame. Can't afford the retort. Jihadi Jarbo's his name. Now you won't take them round, or all them channels you strike. So just delete your account. I'm sure there's folders to find.
You can't abort this shit. Nobody does it like we fucking do it on the kill stream, motherfucker!
You can't peacefully sunset the kill stream. You never peacefully sunset the kill stream. You won't peacefully sunset the kill stream.